2, 1. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Taylor, I hope
Recording.
your house is doing okay.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh my god, it's so
Tell us how
scary.
homelessness is treating you.
Like, this was the exact conversation me and Abby were having the other day.
Oh.
Yeah.
I come back, like, I turned around and then it's like, Taylor's like, yo, house.
Alright. Meme-spiration for the week. Do we have any submissions?
I think again I submitted some on the day, but I'm not sure.
I think you did.
Let's see.
And you did, like, the summoning frog thing.
Yeah.
That doesn't really.
So,
Does that really count?
Chris
I'm not
has
sure.
one where it's like, when Reginald acquires a truth-telling ring. Hold on, let me just...
Oh yeah, that one was so poorly
Right.
formatted though. I could have written that so much better.
Oh,
That one doesn't deserve me. That's like poorly done.
Right.
I won't take
But-
inspiration from that one.
It might be the only one.
Oh shit.
It is the only one.
Oh no.
So, you're the proverbial ice skater.
Oof. Yeah, again.
Unless you don't want to take it, that's completely
No, I
fine.
mean I will, but I don't think it's deserved.
What do you mean it's not deserved? You
I
put in
just-
the effort to put those memes, okay?
I could have. It
Exactly.
could have been like written better, like rest of the party when Reginald acquires the truth-telling ring, but I put them apart in the wrong order.
Look,
Oh,
think about it this way, it's funny.
Okay.
Alright. So, previously, let's put the spooky music. This is too fun.
Yeah.
This is the haha fun.
It's too fun. Yeah.
It's too fun.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no.
Previously,
Yes.
on the adventures of Rook and the Crooks, we had discovered a couple things about an old man living in a house underneath a house. And he seemed to have lost a lot of his memories. But you guys soon discovered that he has been bound by some sort of ancient magical contract that requires him to remain here to protect whatever the purpose of this place is. We then ventured up and about, discovering an old foe of ours known as the head of armor, whatever happened.
Oh no.
That was pretty great.
For whatever reason, it activated in this one specific room that we went into. You still didn't figure out why that happened in particular, but all you know that there was poison gas, and fire, and missed treasure, and other things. But you didn't want to die, so you guys got out of there as quickly as possible. We then went into what was a sort of library study room mixed with a bedroom. We found a couple of old maps of the local area, which didn't appear to have any sort of cities or towns or any of the major landmarks that we know today, which Rook took interest in. And after that, we headed back out into the main room, had all of the key fragments combined together, and now we are about to unlock the door.
Yes, the big spooky door.
So, Owen holds out the key for somebody to put in the keyhole.
Aw.
Well, yours, Reggie.
Poor Taylor.
And you're next to the door, so it's bad.
Okay, I guess Reggie will take it to the door.
Reggie, you take it. You place the key in the keyhole, and there's like a bunch of like rainbow lights just like burst out of the door. It's kind of like really bright for a moment, but for whatever reason, it's just magical. It feels like, and then it like opens inwards, and you guys now that you guys are closer, the room in front of you appears to be abnormally dark, darker than normal. You could say this is some sort of magical darkness.
Oh dear. It looks a bit spooky in there, lads.
Mm-hmm.
So the light is like not penetrating it, or even?
No, you shine your lantern in, and it kind of like absorbs your light.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
Should we tie a rope to each other or something?
Hold on. There is what looks like. Let me just bring you back over here. There does appear to be a small, like, red rug that leads out. But that's all you can see here. The rest of it seems really dark.
What's the plan? I think we need to go in there, but
Reggie will. He kind of peers head in a bit. Just there's no way to go but forward. I think.
Okay.
all right.
But be very cautious when you step forward. Make sure to watch your steps so that you don't potentially trip on anything.
Are there lights in here?
I literally just said the whole place is dark.
Alright, look.
Magically dark, in fact. So abnormally dark.
Magically. Oh, that's even worse. Okay. Okay.
Sorry, I got a bit.
No, it was deserved. I was because I was looking through my character sheet. No, because I already knew. Look, I already knew. I for some reason I don't know why that question even came out because I knew it was dark, right? And I was looking at my character sheet, but like something slipped in my mind. I don't know what it was.
All right.
With the lights out.
Sorry.
Trot lights a torch. Does it light the area up? I highly doubt it does.
You light a torch, and it lights up the carpet underneath you, but it doesn't seem to like extend any further than that.
This is a bit of a problem.
I'm sorry.
I won't be playing today, guys. See you.
Oh no! Oh no!
Dude, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I love it. You're great. This is very funny.
Okay.
Because like, bro, he literally just finished like this dark. It's dark as fuck, yo. Hey, where the lights at? It's just. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened there.
It's okay. Everyone has a brain malfunction sometimes.
Oh my god, I can't keep a
Okay.
straight face now.
Me either. I'm trying, so I just had to get it out.
Does anyone want to try anything?
Yeah, let's inch forward, shall we? And like, stay very close to each other.
Okay. You guys.
I'd like to call out to Arwen and ask if she can see further into the darkness with her dark.
Oh yeah, Arwen's here, I forgot.
Yeah.
Where's she gonna go? Like here in the middle?
Okay.
Excuse me.
I'll be here. I'll put her there. Put her there.
Okay.
Alright.
I don't really see anything.
I hear some weird voices.
Oh, the voices have come back. Oh god.
Huh. I mean, it must just be like, magical darkness. The kind that is just magical.
Don't you know a light spell, Rook?
I
Yeah, does
do,
it do
but
something?
I don't think it's gonna do anything. I cast light on my hat.
Okay. You cast light on your hat, and similar to the torch, it lights up the carpet, but anything around that, not really.
Hmm.
You say it's magical darkness. Can't Reginald or you, Rook, do something to get rid of it?
That's like, my mom would call it big magic. I can't do big magic,
There.
so.
Well,
No.
if we're going in, I think we should form a single file line and have our hands on each other's shoulders.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay. Can I get a marching order?
Front line is at the front.
Yep.
Okay, so Trot, then Reggie, then Elric, then Arwen, and then Rook?
How am I gonna reach her shoulders?
I think
You can describe the hips.
Arwen
Okay.
would probably go behind you
Okay.
just to try to protect you.
Okay.
I think that makes
Okay,
more
sounds
sense.
good. She's like leaning over.
Alright, so you guys walk in this order and into the darkness, and suddenly,
What?
in the order of which you guys walked in, so Trot on the left, followed by Reggie, and then Chris, you guys each get a own section for yourself.
Oh.
Oh no. What the hell's going on?
What?
Where
Well, like, we
where
each
did
get our
you
own
go?
area?
Oh, sorry.
Yep. So Trot, you're in the first one, and
Oh
Rook in the
no.
fourth one.
This is sick.
This is
I'm so
concerning.
excited.
Oh my
You guys are
gosh. I
linking
better-
hands, and then suddenly, everyone's like hands, like the touch of everyone's hands, like fades from you.
Oh, this is sick. This is so sick.
Crooks.
You guys don't hear this, but this is talking to Trot. Hello.
Oh gosh.
Did you enjoy exploring the mansion?
I think at this point, Trot turns around and realizes he's not there anymore, and turns back to the girl. What did you do to my comrades?
Well, they're still here. They're also over there, and over there, and over there.
Trot's kind of confused. I guess he's not. He's just kind of like cautious, has his hand near his quarterstaff, just in case.
Did you
So,
find any treasure?
we have found a fair few things, yes. What is it do you want us to do? Why have you brought us here?
Well, I just wanted to show you my room. This is it. There's a piano. Would you like to hear me play?
Do I have a choice?
You can say no if you want.
Trot kind of just sighs and crosses his arm and just nods towards the piano.
Alright. She starts playing the piano, and for everyone in all the other rooms, you start hearing this strange piano noise. Sort of eerie. You don't. How does this work exactly? I wrote a mechanic for this. Hold on. Let me just double check to make sure I'm not.
This is a complex thing you're doing here.
I'm so excited.
Okay. Sorry, I played it a bit incorrectly. This is happening simultaneously, but
Oh.
chronologically, Trot is in the room first, and
Oh.
then Reggie.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So like, the couple seconds that separated each of you spans out a little bit further. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
Sorry.
Oh.
That's my bad. Let me just zoom out here on
fine.
the screen so I can show the whole thing. Okay. So, just as the piano starts to play, Reggie, you walk in to Lily playing the piano. Would you like to do anything?
How well is she playing?
Let's see. It's a very old piano. You presume it's very untuned.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably get the sense that she doesn't play very often.
Reggie slowly starts taking steps forward. Would Reggie have ever played a piano? I could see instances where he might have.
He wasn't noble for a while,
But
he was a busy one. So
He'd at least
I
be
would
around
say-
pianoing.
roll
Like,
a.
not that he's like amazing at it, but he at least knows a tiny bit about it.
I would say roll a straight intelligence check for me.
Okay, let's see.
I mean, music's just math, right?
8.
I mean, you know how to read music. You probably sat in a couple of music lessons with your princess, but that's probably the extent of it. You probably don't know how to play the piano aside from like hot cross buns, just the usual.
Fair. He'll take a few steps forward. How long have you learned how to play?
Oh, I didn't actually know how to play. I sort of taught myself. And then Trot, you also hear this.
oh,
Like, you see Lily, like, talking to the air.
Oh. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to your friend. And Reggie, you hear this as well.
Which one?
Reggie will pause. Just. What do you mean you're talking to my friend? And he'll sit at the bench beside her.
Oh, well, it's a little bit weird in here. I don't actually know how it works exactly. But I can see all of you, but apparently you can't see each other. And at this point, Elric, you
Wanders into this conversation.
You wander in. And you see Lily sitting down on a bench looking to the left of her.
Oh dear. Excuse me, little girl.
Oh, hello.
Who are you talking to? Have you seen my friends?
I've seen them. They're right here.
Which one are you speaking to?
Well, there's a frog. And...
Ah, Elric.
The single syllable ah.
You already know who it is. I think.
You say the others are here, then. Which other ones are here?
Right now, I'm still waiting on your other two friends to walk in. But, your big-hatted friend over there is sort of a bit scared of me.
Trot. He is a
Wait,
bit more cautious.
It's a little bit weird, I know. I have a commission to make, actually.
And what
and
is
then,
that?
Rook, you walk into this. I'm not actually Lily. I'm more of a projection. Not real. I'm not really real at all. It's a little bit sad. She kind of like floats up and flies around the piano a little bit.
Oh, don't be sad, Lily. Like, you're like so cool. Check out this piano though. Like, this is pretty awesome.
It is really cool, isn't it? It's one of my favorite toys here. And you guys...
Oh, hey, Eric, do you... Oh. Wait. Where is everyone?
Well, you're actually standing in the same spot.
What? Where?
Right there. See where you are right now?
Oh, you got me, Lily.
Oh god.
You're so funny.
Upon hearing that, I like to swipe my hands around me. Do I feel anything?
You swipe your hands around you and you don't feel anything other than dust in the air, I guess.
Can I try and backtrack? Is the door closed behind me?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay. I'm gonna excuse myself.
You walk out. Roll a d4 for me.
Okay. 2.
You walk out and you come out into a similar room. And you see... You see Reginald.
Reginald, I found you.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
So there's one of my friends.
I tried leaving. I was a little confused, so I was just getting out. I thought maybe I could backtrack and find you, but it kind of worked.
A bit, yes. You said
You know
you
what's
were a
going on?
projection of Lily. How do you mean?
Well, the real Lily would be behind the gate to Finis. I'm more so of the clone? That's not so right. My father wanted to see your daughter again, and well, that resulted in me existing.
Was your father's name Fendrel? Shantae?
Yes. That's right.
So, you're more of a memory then.
A little bit. A little bit's not. Well, I also have another confession to make.
Let's hear it.
All of the things that you found in here aren't real either. So, once you leave this place, they're not going to exist anymore.
Even this spectacular cloak I found?
Wait, you mean like the vegan plant book is gonna be gone?
That's right.
Damn.
Well, that's a bummer.
That's so sad. What about that old man? Is he not real either? Are we all having a collective dream? What is going on?
He's real. Everything else isn't. Just, we're on a weird time-space alternative.
Oh boy, I don't get paid enough for this. What is the Gate of Finis? Can you tell us a little bit about that? We keep hearing its name, but what does it mean? What is it?
The Gate of Finis. And then for those of you in room 2,
Oh.
you guys like start to see a little like memory projection thing on the back wall here. Long ago, there was actually how far back do you want me to start at the start? Or just the you know the
more important part, I think.
the key points? Okay. Well, there was this deity that went by the name of Caldera.
Wait, what did you say?
Caldera.
We've heard that name before.
He and the 12 other gods had a bit of a disagreement with how the world was run. Just in the meantime, Trud and Rook, are you guys gonna do anything?
I think Trud's a bit too cautious to move right now, so he's just standing there seeing what the ghost was, what Lily's
I'm kind of just listening to the story.
Okay. He believed that after the creation of the world, there was too much suffering, too many wars, too many people going starving. And so he decided he wanted to rid the world of all those things.
He sounds almost benevolent the way you put him.
The only catch is his methods of doing so was to destroy the world, kill everybody, and essentially trap everyone into false life, is the best way to put it.
Oh, sounds like a charming fellow.
He spread darkness and calamity all along the world, and my father, alongside a few other of his companions, began this ritual. And you can see she kind of like looks down and starts to look a bit sad for a moment. One that would be able to seal the power of a god. But
Did they succeed?
they succeeded, of course. They did. Otherwise, Caldera would be ravaging through the world today.
I'm sorry to interrupt your story, but did Caldera have a physical form? Did he have some appearance? What did he look like, roughly?
It's very rare for a god to appear in physical form, at least on this plane.
Yeah, I figured as much.
But they can influence the world in ways of other things, such as creatures and monsters, or assigning someone to be your champion.
What sort of monsters or creatures did Caldera
Oh, sorry, you cut out a bit, Abby.
what sort of monsters or creatures of physical form did Caldera use?
Well, it was strange. He would turn formerly friendly animals into more dangerous and aggressive ones. But I believe the the biggest one. Looked like this big loop of darkness, and everywhere it went, it would spread terror in its path. I believe petrification was one of its methods.
That's all I'm worried about.
Well, how long have you been in here? How long have you extended out?
In your time, I'm not so sure. I haven't been out of here in a very long time. In my time, in terms of how long I've been here, I'm gonna roll history on this to see if she actually. Okay. I'm not so sure how long I've been here now. It feels like both 1 year and 1,000. It's a very long time.
All blurs together.
Well,
It's a long time to be alone.
within the last month now, we saw a creature be released that matched that description.
You mean
Yeah.
the monster?
Yes.
You mean-
Galdera's rearing his ugly head again, it seems.
In a
Who are
place
you
that had
talking
that.
to? I'm just like talking to the air. I'm over here, Lily.
You're right. It's really funny.
In a place that had Galdera's name written on the ground, where 20 people were petrified, we saw a creature just like that emerge and take down a wall of a city and disappear into the ocean.
That's not very good. I would say that means that the distance between the gates of Finis and the material plane is growing shorter.
That doesn't sound good.
How did they seal him away?
Gonna do another history. Oh god, that's a natural one.
Oof.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I don't really remember, but I think my father suffered a lot from it.
God. Your father's not around anymore. Obviously, you can't get us in contact with old Fendril. Tell him that he's needed again.
Unfortunately not.
As much.
But
So, what happened to the real Lily? I'm sorry to ask. You say something went wrong with the ritual?
I don't know, but I also do know. It's a little strange. I have this sort of weird connection with the real Lily. It was a little while before I realized. But I think she's trapped behind the gate of sorts.
Is there any way to free her?
I don't know. I don't actually know.
Oh man.
You mean she's trapped with Galdera?
I'm starting to believe so, yeah.
Ooh, that's rough.
Reginald, my head's spinning.
Mine as well.
But I doubt it's anywhere close to happening. If you can find some way of preventing this. You guys do have the blessing of the Scholar King, correct?
I believe so.
I don't think you
went
would have been able
through
to get in here otherwise.
We went through some old runes that said that we had the blessing, but it was rather in disrepair.
Yeah, I wasn't actually sure that counted for anything, but look at us. Officially blessed.
That's exciting, isn't it?
It is a bit.
It's strange because, well, many years ago I'd seen lots and more people around here. Lots and lots of people.
What happened to these people that visited?
I'm not so sure. Over time, sometimes I could see people twice, sometimes once.
Huh.
But I think it's because this mansion only appears on the material plane once every few years, and it's a little bit, out of the way. How? I'm sorry. I just haven't had anyone to chat to in a while. It'll be sad to see you all leave. You see, I can't head down into that little room with that other person. I hear him screaming weird names sometimes, but I'm not actually able to pass through there.
I don't suppose you know anything about how to get him out. He seems bound by some contract, but surely that contract is void by now.
I'm not so sure.
Damn you, Neil Armstrong. Beautiful voice.
The Scholar King is was mentioned numerous times in that first expedition into the ruins, if you do recall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I recall some of it, but I don't know if we found out a whole lot about it, other than it was like a trial led by the Scholar King way back when.
Alright. Here's another secret. I can actually make those things that you found real.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Just there's some restrictions on it, and
Such as?
only under the circumstances that I can actually make these things real.
And how would you make them real?
Well, first of all, I would, whenever you leave here, the item, if you ever remove it at all, in brackets, if you ever unattune to it,
Okay.
it'll cease to exist.
What about these cool maps that I found?
The maps, I'm pretty sure that,
Is it just magical items that kind of disappear?
honestly, you're the first person who's ever wanted something not a magical item from here.
I have my own books that I'm taking, or put in my bags at least, that I was curious about. And I take out the old Artificer book and the God-killing books.
Oh, yeah.
God, kill.
Two nerds, water books.
I'm not so sure about those. You'll have to test it for yourself.
Okay, I'll just memorize it like a boss.
Amazing.
What
Also,
if you
I
don't
have
need
a question,
to focus?
Lily.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes?
Sorry. So you said that your home here, it only appears on the material plane every couple of years?
Something like that?
Do you know how many years in between it existing in the material plane?
Well, as I said, the time here is a little bit weird. It's not so linear in the way that it is normally.
So I can't just mark my calendar to come visit you?
When you leave, there's a chance that you'll pop up a week later, maybe a week before, a year later maybe.
Oh.
But
Wait,
Like what I'm hearing.
it's not so.
do we age or de-age? Like, in an instant? If it's been like a year, do I, like, become like an adult?
I don't.
Like,
I don't think so. I guess you'll have to find out.
oh gosh, I'm not ready for adulthood.
I
I'm
think
loving my teen years like a dream. I don't want to get old.
I'm just gonna make Arwen just like roll to get somewhere else. Let's see. Boop.
okay.
Hey,
Hey.
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 Wait, how did you get here?
I tried to get out, and then I
Oh wait, you
ended
went
up
through the door?
here. Yeah.
I want to go through the door. Hold my hand.
Okay.
Lily, you should come with me.
I'll be right there. Winky face.
I like to search the room
Okay.
if that's fine.
Roll
Yeah.
investigation for me.
Okay.
In the meantime, Rook, roll a d4.
I got a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what perception I got.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't see anything, but I do see Rook pop through the door. I got a 4.
You look around, and suddenly Rook starts like screaming out to you.
Hey,
Rook.
hey. Me and
How'd you
Armin
get
just...
here?
Oh, Armin's gone. Oh.
I was just
That's so
about to make
weird.
it.
Okay, so I was in a room all by myself, right? Which was like the pits. But then like Lily was there, which was cool. And then like Arwen just randomly showed up in the room. And she said that she came through the door. And I just went through the door holding her hand, and we're not together anymore. It's
Tell me
like-
more.
Yeah.
So you said
That was it.
it's the exact same room.
I mean, this looks like the same room, but Arwen's not with me, and you're here. So we should try again?
Well, Arwen isn't with you, which suggests that we'll be separated. There's a chance we'll be separated by the time we go through the door again.
Yeah. That's
I'm
true.
I'm not sure if that might be dangerous.
It could be.
Lily was it?
Well, I
I
don't.
was going to ask. So, you said, I'm not sure about the details. All of this magic is kind of hard for me to understand, but you said we were all in different times, yes?
A little bit. Also, not so really.
And you also said that the time in here is a bit different than the outside world.
Also a little bit, but also not really.
Cryptic.
I
I
think
think it's like a fracture in time.
it might be random where we end up if we go through this door.
Well, if you take a look at this rose here,
Oh,
Trot approaches cautiously.
and you guys hear Lily start to say like, "If you look at this rose here," and then she's just like pointing to nothing on your end.
Must be talking to someone else.
I don't see anything.
I'm keeping a 5 feet distance.
I'm not. I'm like on the piano stool.
You're standing
We're
on
in
the
the same
keys.
space. We're in the same space.
You step on a couple keys, and Reggie, a couple of the keys next to you start to play,
Oh,
just like pressed down.
Reggie starts playing a bit of a tune, a bit to the side of where Rook's feet are.
And Rook, you see like these magical keys like start to play.
Whoa, that's so cool!
oh my
I start
head.
like doing hot cross buns.
I start doing hot cross buns at a higher place.
Higher octave, nice. That's so cool. This is the coolest piano, Lily.
What
You got like a ghost friend or something.
What
May I ask
exactly?
who's playing on the other side? Why do I get the feeling that it's the bird?
The bird.
I say the bird because I doubt she knows the name.
Lily?
I don't know if Reggie would know if Lily knew the name Rook.
It's the one with the hat. Winky face.
There's two.
Winky face.
Winky
Is
face.
it with a larger hat or the smaller hat?
The smaller hat.
Ah, it is the bird.
It's the bird. What exactly does this rose do?
Well, it helps me tell the time.
Is there only one?
It's there. Let me just read my notes really quick.
Yo, Rook, you playing that song? That's sick.
All right.
Oh my god. Is
Um,
that magic?
I don't know what that is.
the The rose...
I'm playing hot cross buns.
There's only one rose. But it's also... It's so hard to explain in conventional terms. This rose here, let's say it's a clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
If each petal represents a point in time, then there's multiple times in the same clock.
All of this is just going past freaking Trot's head. It's like, nyong.
That's fascinating. So what happens if a petal falls?
That means we're past that time and a new one grows on.
Oh, it's like an eternal rose, like the eternal wheel of time.
A little bit.
Cool.
By the petal falling, does that mean it gets rid of the time, or is that just the time passing?
It's just we don't exist in that time at the moment.
I see. So...
What happens when you touch it?
Do you want to try?
Oh,
I think so.
Rook.
Was.
try what?
Don't.
Huh?
Step down from
What?
the piano.
What? Okay, I'm down. I'm off.
See, I
What
can
is-
touch it. And
See,
she
she can touch it.
What are they
puts her
trying?
hand straight through the
Mhm.
red rose.
What she's
Pretty.
like.
I'm pretty sure. Rook, I'm pretty sure her circumstances are special.
But like, what if that's how we get out? What if that's how we like, teleport?
Lily,
How do we get out of this house?
could we possibly use this rose to leave this mansion?
You could, but there's probably better ways. You'd end up in a random time if you wanted to leave this way.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Probably, Rook, probably best not to touch the rose.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go with you on this one.
How else would we leave?
If I leave in and it's like 10 years later, I'll be an old hag. And I don't think that sounds like the adventuring life for me, so.
And there's also a chance we'll leave at different times. So there may
Oh,
be
never seen her again. Oh no.
so we won't be able to see each other.
Wait, really?
That could be a possibility.
Okay, no, I'm not touching it. Nope. Not mine. Not my deal.
The
Lily,
campaign
how
would have
else
gone
would we-
sideways if you actually...
Yeah. Just bye. We're
40
disengaging.
episodes later, hey, it's Rook!
It's weird. Disengaging from the campaign. Everyone's in different time periods now.
Oh my god. I'd have to do everything like this, where it's like someone's in the past and someone's in the
Oh
future.
no.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Someone's got a
That'd be
Monday
interesting,
session,
though,
the other
wouldn't it?
guy's got the Wednesday session.
Oh boy.
I could
But Reginald, your question is good.
maybe try to help you through... Get closer to each other. I think
Oh,
they're right
okay.
over here. And you see Lily, poke her head through the wall.
Oh god.
And you guys on the other side also see the same thing.
Oh,
whoa!
Oh.
Whoa!
Um,
Whoa! Can I do that? I stick my hand through.
oh my gosh.
okay. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
I lose my arm.
You're just getting warned about the time travel shit, then you just die.
I know.
I
I couldn't. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I love it. But
Okay. Wisdom save. You said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I ready an action in case something bad happens? I pull Rook out.
Okay.
she died.
I'm just pulling up my character sheet. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
They call me the pool guy.
It's a 13.
13.
Yeah.
Rook, you stick your hand in, and it feels like you're being dragged in about 70 different directions at the same time.
Oh!
And
I pull it back. Wait.
you try to pull out, and you suddenly sink further and further in.
Hey.
Um,
Rook.
Trot.
roll an athletics for me.
Dice roll's my favorite. What's my athletics? Oh, it's in a different tab. Sorry. Acrobatics, was that it?
Athletics.
Athletics. Yikes. Okay, that's a 15.
15. You're hanging on. It doesn't seem like she's sinking further in. But you're not strong enough at the moment to pull her out either.
Do you see anything on our end, or
Get me out! Get me out! Get me out!
As this
I'm
is
trying.
happening, let me just highlight Lily again. Sorry. Oh, no, not like that. Not like that. Hold on.
Gosh damn it.
What's going on?
I don't know what to do.
Every day it's some new shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Rook.
Oh, no.
Hi!
I don't like that giggle.
No! I'm so scared.
Rook, you see visions of your childhood. You see growing up in the academy, you see learning things about magic and stuff. And then you also see like darkish, sort of red looking eyes. And you also
Oh,
see
No.
weird crows and other abstract looking just a whole bunch of random things flashing before you. And fortunately you get sucked up and you find yourself hold on, let me just delete everyone else here.
Ugh.
Oh no.
What?
You find yourself right here. There is no crystal. There is no fallen bookshelf.
Guys? Trot?
And you guys on the other end, Trot, you see Rook just like bloop pop out of
Slip.
existence.
Rook! Rook, where are you?
Reggie kind of like worriedly walking over here, just... Lily, what happened?
No, what do I
What
do?
happened?
What do I do? What do I do?
Lily?
Sorry,
What
I'll be
happened?
right back. It's okay. It'll be okay. And you see her like just bloop pop into a portal.
Trot freaking sprints through the freaking door.
Roll a d4.
Oh, gosh damn it. Alright.
Pray
That's
for
a
two.
3. Gosh damn it,
No!
no!
Get over
One
here!
This
You
one?
you pop up in this one.
Oh, okay. I run through the door again.
Okay. I'm just gonna assume you keep running through until you find everyone else.
Yeah.
Josh,
Go.
what happened?
There you are.
Rook disappeared. She touched a wall and got sucked in.
She
Oh,
what?
Rook.
I tried to
sounds
hold her
about
back, but she got pulled in. I don't know where she went.
And that's why we ran off in a panic then. She's got someone killed.
Okay.
Where did Lily go?
She just scurried off in a panic saying she was gonna go fix
Just for
something.
everyone spectating this, we can
Deep breaths.
come over here.
Deep breaths. Whew.
Okay. Rook, you're on your own for now. This looks familiar. You've been here before. But it looks kind of different to the way you left it.
Ethan,
What?
What's up?
you posted.
Oh no! There was a long pause. I was wondering if something was going to happen.
Oh, Rook, would you like to do anything?
I'm kind of gaining my composure. I'm like, okay, deep breaths. Okay, I just have to go find them. Okay, and I'm gonna walk through the main door here.
Okay. You try to open it, and it's barred over the other side.
Okay. I'm going to kind of back into this little corner here, and I'm going to curl up and hug my knees. And I'm
Oh,
going to wait until someone
Oh,
poor
comes
Rook.
and saves me.
Okay. You wait for an hour passes by, and nothing happens.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay.
What do isolated?
Okay, I go back over to the door. Does it look like I can break the bars in any way?
The bars are technically on the opposite side, so if you wanted to try, you can roll an athletics check.
Ooh, okay.
Rook is a mountain of muscle. Should be.
We all know it.
The strongest one in our party.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you said athletics, you said?
Yep.
Oh gosh, -1. That's a 12.
12. Actually, let me just check the DC. I think it was... Okay. You pull on the door, and you hear some of the wood just like splinter a little bit, but you don't manage to fully force the door open.
Can I, is there like a book next to me? Can I kind of like slide it into the crack?
Yeah, there's tons of books next to you.
Okay, I'm gonna like, you know, I'm kind of holding it with my arms, but I'm gonna like kind of shove books into it to kind of like ease the load on my arms.
Okay.
And then, yeah. I don't know if I
So,
can squeeze through or not, but
like underneath? Or you mean like in between the doors?
like in the gap of the door.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. Roll another athletics for me, please.
Okay. That's a 11.
11. Okay. You shove in a couple of books in between, and you think there might be enough room to squeeze your way through.
Okay, I deftly slide my way through.
Okay. As you do so, you squeeze through this really, really tight gap, and it kind of like collapses back in on your little toes, and you take 3 points of door squishing damage,
Oh,
and your foot hurts a lot. But you manage to wriggle your way out, and you find yourself in this room without any other people here, of course. And you're up here.
guys? Hello?
Silence.
I'm gonna go down here and look and see. Is the door open?
The door's closed.
Shit!
Damn. You're in trouble.
I hear my mom's voice echo in my head. Okay.
Roll history for me, Rook, actually.
Okay. History I'm good at. Hopefully, maybe. Oh, yeah, the dice. Love that. Okay. I have a... Sorry. +4 to history, so that's a 23.
23. Okay. You look around, and this room looks similar to
Oh.
the way that it was when you entered here for the first time.
You're gonna meet us from the past.
I know, I think I am.
And you do recall that the first door that we went through was this one, and it led to the book room.
Right. Okay. I go over to the door and I open it to peek in. I don't walk in because I know it kind of can teleport.
Okay, roll a d4 for me.
A D4. 2.
2. Give me a second.
Completely sidelined this whole Arg. Sorry, guys.
You open the door, and it looks like that same library room that you just got out of.
Huh. Okay. I close the door. Is there a clock in here at all? Have the clocks been working? How about that?
This one was on when you guys entered. You
Would I be able to recall what time it was when we arrived?
You can try to. I would say history with disadvantage because I don't think you were specifically looking at it, but you can.
Yeah.
I would say with disadvantage if you wanted to.
With disadvantage? Okay, that's a 6. That's a 14. So a 6 with history is a 10.
10, okay. You briefly recall this looks like probably. I mean, it's hard to tell just based on like the edge of your eye. But maybe it's earlier than you came in. Maybe it's after. But you know that it hasn't moved much, at the very least.
Okay. I'm going to retrace our steps.
Okay.
I'm just going to go through every single door in the order that we went through them in hopes that I stumble across past me and or future. I don't know.
Time travel stuff is so mental, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll another d4 if you're from that battle.
Alright. This episode on Rook.
No crooks.
Rook with no crooks.
Rook with no crooks. 3. That's a 3 on my d4.
3. Okay, you find yourself peering into that room with the two skeletons yelling at each other.
Nice.
Oh. And I don't see the party?
No.
Okay. I close it, and then I go over here, and I peek my head into this door frame.
Okay. You look in there, and you actually see... let me just grab Lily's token. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Characters? No. Here. Oh yeah. You head and you peer through into this room. And I'll just delete everyone else.
Elric snoozing by the fire, no?
You see Lily just floating around. Just like,
Oh, Lily! Oh, thank God. Okay, Lily, hi.
hello,
Hey,
I haven't had a visitor in a while.
I saw it coming.
Oh.
How did you
fuck.
get in here?
Okay, so funny story. You let me in. We were like holding hands, sort of, via a stone. And then we came in. Do you recall that?
No. Are you from the future?
Okay, do you remember I came with a group of people, right? There was like a super tall buff girl, looks like she could take you out. There's like a dude with a toad, there's like a metal man, and then there's like this big hat, like, monk man. Like, he had like a big quarterstaff. Does any of that ring a bell?
Not really. Roll perception for me.
Fiddles. Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20. You see
Well done.
this
Natural 20.
dimensional portal start to open to the left of you.
Oh my god.
Hey! Lily too! Hey! Hi!
Hi!
Are you the one that knows me?
Get over here! Rook!
Okay, I'm here. Take me back.
That'll be probably funny. I'm going to meet that person in the future. It's going to be really funny. I'm going to mess with them.
Oh, this is so insane.
Okay, you zoop back, and Rook, you can place your token here.
Oh,
Okay.
Rook. Thought we'd lost you.
Look, are you alright?
I hug Trump. I hug
don't
him
understand.
and I hold on and I don't let go.
You don't understand how many hours it took me to find you.
How long was it for us? But like, did time pass?
It's been a couple seconds for you guys. For Rook, it's been about 5 hours.
Oh god. This place is insane.
She's trying to hide it, but she's like crying in Trout's robes.
Oh.
She doesn't want anyone to see, but she knows that Trout will probably. And she's fine with that.
Well, Lily, I think we've overstayed our welcome. Can you help us leave this mansion? Is there any way out that you know of?
I can certainly try. Well, the whole reason why I wanted to bring you in here is because this is the only place I can make your stuff real. So, if you would like, I could help you out. There are some other restrictions, however. Probably... I don't know exactly, but I fear that you may attract the attention of some creatures if you do attune to these items.
What kind of creatures?
If what you say is true, and Galdera's beast is out in the world, anything affected by it will be more likely to attack you folk.
We've already had quite a few run-ins with them.
Maybe that's a good thing. We need to seek them out anyway. Kind of, so... They come to us, I guess.
Alright. Well, as long as you know the risks and are willing to accept it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Do we... I don't want to, like, decide for everyone. Do we think that's worth it, or we should just leave these things behind?
I see no issue with it.
Yeah, I do really like this cloak.
This ring could have many benefits, yes. I'm curious, how did this bag work? Holds up the pouch of holding, which I don't have to attune to.
That itself probably function the same way as it normally does. Unless you're speaking of how it will attract creatures, I'm not so sure.
No, I just mean, will I have to focus on it and keep it on my purse at all times? Way.
I believe if you are separated from it, it may end up disappearing.
Ah, I see. Understandable.
This is making my head spin. They're like real but not, but it is interesting.
Rook, are you alright?
Poor Rook.
I'm fine. Thanks for saving me.
I didn't mean to hurt you like that. I didn't know you.
No, it was all my fault. I shouldn't just touch things. Like, that's just... I'm gonna write it in my rule book, not to touch things without thinking it through. I'm going to remember that from now on.
Chuckles a little bit and says, "You have a rule book?" First I've heard of that. But
I
he's
do
gonna
have a rule
clap you
book.
on the shoulder and say, "I'm just glad you're alright. You got into trouble, but
Give
you
him
got
a
back out.
hug.
Aww.
You're alright, small thing."
I wanna go.
Okay. Is there anything else that I can maybe give you? That maybe I mean, the more things that you have, the more likely you're going to be attacked, but...
Well, I mean, if we're gonna do it anyway, I mean, I like shiny things.
Anything in mind?
Wait, anything?
Well, within reason. I can't do anything. I can do some things. It's all about the power of my imagination, actually. So
Imagination?
it's a little bit weird, but
Oh my gosh, guys, what should I ask?
That's a lot of possibility. What does a young wizard need?
I can't help but notice either. Your frog here. Your frog has a strange aura around them.
Do you know anything about it? Does it seem familiar to you?
I sense a bit of a... Oops, sorry.
It's alright.
A divine connection to the Flame King.
Wow. Yeah, we were in a tower dedicated to Alfric. And, Fat Guts here had a little accident.
Not the Flamebringer, sorry, I misspoke there.
It's okay, I got it. It's close enough. But, yeah, what does this mean for him? Is he gonna be okay?
Well... I think you'll find out. I'm not going to tell you. I don't want to spoil it.
What? I definitely do spoil it. Is he going to be okay? Like, he's not going to get harmed or anything?
He's going to be more than okay.
Okay.
In fact, he might be more safe than any other frog in the world.
Oh, great! Hear that, buddy? You're doing just fine. Wow, thanks, Lily. Lily, you've been so kind to us, really. Is there anything we can do for you? I feel bad just leaving you here in this mansion by yourself again.
Yeah, you're so cool.
Yeah,
I'm not real after all.
You're real enough.
Oh, come on, you're super real. I mean,
what is real anyway, you know, at the end of the day?
Well, I don't know. I sort of just lost all senses a long time ago. And, well, when you're stuck in a foggy forest all on your own for many years, there's just nothing better to do.
Hey, if I were to leave something here, do you get to keep it, or does it disappear when we leave? Like when we take object?
Well, I don't know, actually.
Leave a keepsake?
Yeah, I wanna, I don't know, leave you something.
To remember this adventure.
I don't really have much to give, unfortunately. But I want to.
That's okay if you... Honestly, you folk are the most interesting people. Actually, the only people that have talked to me. Everyone else just sort of ignored me and walked along their way.
Oh! I pull out, I don't know, I have something in my inventory called Glowy Rock.
Rock?
Is that from Reggie?
I think so. I think that might have been the glowy rock that opened the door in the sewers.
Oh.
Nice.
Ah.
The old secret key.
But I don't know.
She kind of picks it up. This one is a glowy rock.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have a peach pie, but I don't think you can eat, so...
Anyway.
This was part of a really cool adventure, and maybe it'll just remind you of us. And...
Whoa!
Did you all enjoy my little walk around the house?
I mean, it was pretty cool.
Everything
It
except
is
for
a
the death
very
room.
interesting house.
Except for this room. I don't like this room.
This room's a little bit scary, isn't it?
I don't like it. It's okay. If I ever see this creepy mansion again, I will totally come and visit. and bring you a gift or something, because you're pretty cool, Lily. You're
will?
pretty cool. Yeah, as long as I can bring somebody with me, because I'm not coming in alone.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, oh. She kind of sinks into the wall a bit and she disappears for a little while. You hear some like distant like sobbing noises.
Oh.
So sad. Also, what about the old man? We still haven't figured out how to crack him out. He's still trapped down there. Lily's still trapped here. He just feels sad leaving both of these people behind, essentially. But I don't know what to do for them.
I'm not entirely certain either.
I don't know if there's anything we can do.
Well, next time you see me, it may be 1,000 years from now. Or 2 days. I could see you in 2 days.
Okay.
But
That wouldn't be so
by
bad.
then, I'm sure you guys would have changed because the opening is very far between.
I can say safely that I don't think I'm changing anytime soon.
Oh,
That's
I don't
fair.
age.
I'm just imagining like
Oh.
1,000 years in the future, Reginald returns.
Oh, my heart.
Everyone else is like passed on, but Reginald can still. Man, that's crazy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Did Reggie single-handedly discover immortality?
In a really
Kind of.
fucked up way.
I know.
Like some serious Full Metal Alchemist crap going
Oh,
on.
man. Alright, well, hold on. In order to get through, there's a very short time frame.
Oh, okay.
Give me a moment. And by give me a moment, I mean wait for Brian to get stuff ready.
Yeah, of course.
You take your time.
Alright. I think it was over here somewhere.
Um,
Oh, it's in the
did
room
you
over. It's in the next room over. Oh, sorry. Were you saying something?
Oh, did you have a gift for me?
Did you
Or
want a
something?
gift?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like gifts, and I'm not really happy right now. So
Well,
that's something to remember you by.
I have this little pin. She kind of like takes it out of her hair, and it kind of like
Oh.
floats down to you. And as you touch it, it sort of materializes.
Whoa. This is so cool. Thanks, Lily. I will
I'll be watching
I'll-
you.
remember you. Yeah. I wish I could hug you.
Oh,
I'm just gonna pretend. And like, she just wraps her arms around and pretends to give her a hug.
okay. For a brief moment, you do feel a bit of like warmth there, but as you do so, it kind of like passes through your arms. Well, come with me. It might take a couple tries, but just come through to the next room.
Reggie will slowly walk down and start trying to make his way through.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Eventually, he gets over here. Eventually.
All right. I'd like to say everyone roll a d20 to see who gets in the room first.
11. Oh. Can anyone reach an 11?
I've got a 13.
Damn it! Damn it!
Nope. Arwen's first.
Oh,
Oh,
What? We still got Trot.
here's Trot.
oh.
Trot might get
Trot.
18, 19.
Natural 20, maybe?
Come on, nat 20.
Ethan?
Hello.
Hello?
Hey.
Sorry.
Hi.
I have to take a picture of this. Something really cursed just happened. So obviously my phone can't really capture this, but I rolled my dice right, and because there was a dice right beside it, it landed in between 2 and 20.
Oh, I see.
I don't know how, so I'm just gonna roll again, but I'm gonna show the picture. I got an 11.
11. Okay, so
Same with me.
Reggie and Troy, you guys enter the door and pop out at the same time, but Arwen is in first, and you guys like kind of see that
Got
happen.
lost.
Rook is actually before these two, so. But you all eventually make your way into this other room.
Am I the last one here? Damn.
And, well... I gotta move this token too. I'm just gonna... We all know it's in the same spot in all the rooms. I'll give you a hint. This one's for something that you might have seen around. It's a little magical. Do you want to come over here?
Okay.
There's coming over this way.
Okay. Okay.
You crawl up and you notice that this there's this like really faint form of a crystal just floating right above your heads.
Oh, sick.
This one, for whatever reason, is the key to get out of here. I don't actually know why it's only this one, but everything else, well,
Do we have to break it like the other ones, or do we just like touch it?
you don't have to break this one, actually. And she kind of like moves forward and kind of touches it, and then like the whole place illuminates with blue. And let me just you guys find yourselves in this room.
Hey, it's blue.
This door here is like not locked, it's like open.
Don't really want to return there though. That place is scary.
I believe so. The door, when you open it here, should lead outside.
Well,
Reggie will hesitantly open the door.
Okay, you open the door, and you see the fog from outside the mansion that you guys entered in.
It
I guess-
does.
This is goodbye. Bye, Lily.
For now.
Make sure you keep that pin on you.
I definitely will. I'll have it on me all the time.
All right.
I kind of like shake her hand via the stone that I gave her.
It's rather amusing, isn't it?
I mean, it's pretty cool.
All right. Well, I'll see you in a couple minutes.
let's
Bye.
hope.
For a couple years.
Thanks for everything, Lily.
All right. So
Farewell.
everyone's sort of heading out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys all head back out into the
Missed.
the misty, foggy outskirts of this mansion. And Rook is here too. It's just her token is missing because I looped her out of existence the first time round.
We have the old
It's okay.
freaky truck.
I put my token back in.
Yeah, I can. Okay.
By now though, the oops, sorry, not initiative.
Oh no!
Roll initiative.
The fog has like seeped back into those areas.
Do
Um,
you think we can find our way out of here? From here?
Maybe we can just rip follow our steps.
Think we should be in single line file again. Single
Yes.
file line.
And make certain we keep hold of each other to not lose each other again.
Okay. I grab onto Reggie's cloak.
Okay. You guys all grab onto each other, and which direction are you walking?
Hers this way, wouldn't it? Or this
I
way?
think so.
You do
Yeah.
recall coming from like this general
Yeah.
direction.
I think I realized that there's a well or no statue there, so I'm just gonna walk around. Unless anyone else is leading. I'm not sure if I'm at the front.
Nah, Trot seems like he knows what he's doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So you start walking around this area, and which way are you going? Down this way?
Just around again, because I'm pretty sure this is the same way we
You came through. the
yeah,
first
we
time.
all came through. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went like around it, so I'm doing the same way.
Okay. You retrace your steps to this direction over here. So I guess everyone's following along.
Staying very close.
Yeah.
And when you get to this part here, can I get you to roll survival for me?
Get it out of here, Trap.
You're good at survival, right?
Stop that laughing.
I forgot
Not
that he's the survivalist that doesn't put anything in survival.
I know. I think that's so funny.
I mean, that's a 11.
11. Okay.
In total.
You head into the like forest a couple times and realize your direction has turned around a little bit. But after the first 3 times that you did that, okay, this is the one. I promise. You guys eventually make your way back, and the vision of the fog starts to lift up a bit, and you find yourselves in that area next to the ruins of that we first went to all those weeks ago.
Oh, like the
Yep.
scholar.
Yeah, right about here.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, the Scholar King ruins. Interesting. Intriguing.
Cool.
Rudy kind of looks around before just like shoulders moving as if he's side of it. Just, I suppose we now continue on to Noblecourt.
Oh, man.
Perhaps
Do you
we
think
can.
it's been like 500 years?
I hope not. These ruins still look pretty much the same, right? As we left them.
Oh, that's true.
Man.
Does the ruins look the same?
Roll perception.
that
Dice roll.
pause.
It's
To
Does-
sigh of a man whose dice hates him.
That's a 10. That's a 10 in total.
10. Okay.
That's not that bad.
I guess anyone who wants to discern this can roll perception if you want.
Oh.
Could I argue history? Because I'm remembering.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're doing history.
All right, everyone rolls a 10 and 11.
If it was perception, it would have been a 5.
Um,
Oh no.
So that's why history is better.
you crouch down, and it feels like this one spot that you're in, maybe some of it has been more weathered away than when you were here the first time.
I mean, it has been a bit since we left
Yeah.
the ruins anyway, so.
Maybe we're just being paranoid.
Plus, the ruins is in prime erosion areas. So.
We'll likely know when we reach Noblecourt. We can ask them there what year it is.
I think our priority should be gauging our surroundings first.
That was the weirdest thing that I've ever done.
And after a couple minutes, all the items that you guys took out of the mansion start to glow in this faint bluish tinge.
Cool.
Oh.
And then you see it sort of like fade into opacity for a second. Transparency, semi-transparent. I don't know what the word is. It
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, opacity.
it sort of
yeah.
fades out,
Opacity.
and then you see this like force, like kind of click together and makes all the things real, or at least for now.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey, thanks,
See,
Lily.
that
Lily's a
concerns
legend.
me greatly because if you look at my sheet, Brian, look at where I put the pouch of holding. Everything below it is in the pouch of holding.
Oh,
Let's see. Um,
Everything in there.
I see.
That's why I'm like,
None of that stuff is
Concern.
important anyway. I mean,
Really?
You don't have any ancient artifacts in your back pocket, do you?
How is
I
Rook's
mean-
maps and books and stuff and Reggie's books? They did the same thing, but they stayed solid, or
yeah, it looks like it.
yeah,
For
okay,
now, at
cool.
least.
For now.
For now.
Mm.
Alright, you might want to read those as quick as you can. Well, on to Noblecourt then, unless anyone wants to linger.
It's only 30 feet away. Let's go.
Get going.
Just
So-
nice. It's a nice stroll. Like 10
Yeah,
seconds.
we're pretty close.
Yeah. 20 feet. Oh, even better.
Oh, nice. Sick. Let's go.
All right. Anyway, with that, we'll take a
Yeah.
quick break, and I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm gonna get a juice box.
Nice.
Juice box.
Ain't nothing wrong with a juice box.
What kind of juice? He's probably already gone.
I'm curious to see if Rook and Reggie are gonna have a conversation.
Oh, I'm sure they will. We, I say as like the two of us are having a conversation about it. So like fourth wall breaking. Wonderful.
That's alright. Little fourth wall break here and there, it's alright.
I will tell you, Reggie's likely not gonna start it.
That's okay. I feel like Rook was gonna do it anyway. So
I'm still shook
you're
that
fine.
Rook has a rule book.
you know about the rule book.
Magical acid is not the same as normal acid. That's part of the
Hey,
rule book.
you got rule number 1. If someone is bad, you can spray acid on them.
Oh yes, this rule book. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I don't know, like
Also- Yeah, it was like the magical acid is not the same as real acid.
yeah. Nice.
And then, let's see. Rule number 2, cheating is only bad if you get caught.
That's a wise one.
That was, I write the names next to it if it's like from somebody. First one was from Reggie, second one, Elric.
It's good influence.
3, I don't know who told me this, but it was only use alcohol for not drinking. That might have been Arwen or
I think that was
Reggie.
Trot.
I don't remember. It might have been Trot.
Yeah.
I'm not
I mean,
sure.
I mean, Trot gave a speech about alcohol, but I'm not sure if he's the one who told you not to drink alcohol.
He might
you
have
are-
been the reason why we discussed it.
Probably.
I'll put Trot. I'll put Trot.
Trot, featuring Arwen.
Yeah, featuring Arwen. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Number 4. There are no laws outside the city.
Definitely Elric.
I think
mean-
that was another one.
I mean,
But-
technically, there are no rules outside the city.
That
What's
also
stopping-
might have been me saying that or misinterpreting it from someone.
No, that's
Like,
true. Whatever the source, it's very true.
Yeah. Rule number 5. I like this one. Finger guns are the key to charisma.
You learned that from Revolver Ocelot?
Absolutely. I have Ocelot written in big letters next to it.
Finger guns are the key to charisma. Oh, that is good.
I don't even remember what the conversation was
This
about.
rule book is a banger. What the hell?
Yeah,
I'm only writing down the best ones. This is the stuff that Rook retains.
like
You guys
the
have to be careful.
it's like the biblical
fun.
10 Commandments, you know.
Yeah, Yeah, and then 6 is don't touch things without thinking it through.
I feel like in the
Ah.
far future, some guy's gonna pick up this and it's gonna sprout into a religion.
Nice.
I have high hopes for that.
That's a religion I'd be interested in.
Yeah,
What is
at
it
the
gonna
end
be
of the
called?
campaign.
Cult of the Phoenix?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
People like to exaggerate, so it's like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll call it the Cult of the Crow, and it'll be
Oh no!
ironic twist. Like, whoops, they got history wrong.
Your copyright infringement. There's already a cult called.
I know,
Thank you very
exactly.
much.
Cult of the No Crow. There
Yeah,
you
no,
go.
can we do that thing in anime where it's
Cult
like
of the
one letter
Magpie.
off?
Say
You
again?
know, you know,
Oh,
can we
okay.
do the thing? It's like, you know, in anime how like to avoid copyright they do like one letter off. So instead of McDonald's, it's like Workdonald's.
I've seen a Glock. This would be called a Gluck before, so yeah,
Or-
like they just replaced the O with a U. So,
oh
There you
no.
go.
Yeah.
I love that that always
Also,
called- that's so stupid that works. Like just change one letter. Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
also yeah, because like you know the Japanese coffee brand Blondie, I think.
But sure.
Oh yeah, I think because I think it's called Blendy, but in the anime that I watched, they called it Blondie or something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
No.
that was
That's
Tokyo Ghoul,
great.
by the way. Yeah.
Is everyone back?
Hello.
Hello, g'day, mate.
How you
Hello.
doing?
I don't know, is Abby back?
Hello.
Abby,
Hello.
Abby's here. All right.
Yo,
So,
Road to Noblecourt.
what would you guys like to do?
To
We might want to
Noblecourt.
take. We might want to take a rest.
Oh,
what
yeah,
time
we
it
can,
is?
we can take a break. We can take a
Um,
break.
take
That's
a
fine.
Yeah, where is the
Currently,
sun in the sky?
currently it's still pretty foggy.
Hmm.
Oh.
It has lifted a little bit.
Maybe we
But
should keep traveling to we're out of this fog at least. I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's fair.
slightly outside the frog.
outside the fog.
The fog. The fog. The fog. No.
The frog, PHROG.
In fact, I'd say that big.
Yeah, the toad, quote unquote.
No,
Okay.
the dog or the toad. What the hell?
You try to find a little area for you to stay. I mean, you could go back inside the ruins if you wanted to, but it's
Hell
not
no.
necessarily safe in there.
Is it because of this music?
What is this music?
Thriller.
Oh, we're not in the spooky place anymore, so we can
Right when Thriller starts?
no more
Yeah.
spooky music.
The spook has ended. Officially.
Unfortunately, the Halloween arc has finished.
That was great there,
Aw.
Brian.
That was so
Good session.
good.
Yeah,
I'm
love,
glad.
love it.
All right, you guys find a spot with Trot's survival instincts. Find a nice little spot to take rest.
Why you gotta push shade like that?
Look, when I was building this character, I didn't know what I was doing. Okay.
For those of you who want to keep watch overnight, may roll perception.
Sure,
Okay.
I'll take a shift.
I guess I'll take a shift as well.
Wait, how long
Feeling a
has
little
it
jumpy
been?
after that.
You're not so sure.
We don't know really exactly yet.
Yeah, that's true. That's
But
true.
I'm
It's still
vigilant.
kind of question.
Okay,
It is now
Uh,
nighttime at some point.
Reggie, first watch, you don't find much. It is foggy after all, and you're mostly relying on your sense of hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Elric, you think that you hear something. Roughly, you're not sure what directions are, but it's like just like out of character, roughly like north from here.
If I have a rough direction, I'm feeling very confident. I'm going to pull the hood up on this cloak, get down low, and slink off in the direction of the noise.
All right, Rogue is gonna start doing rogue
Never see
things.
me coming.
Hey.
Rogue, by the way.
Roll stealth for me. Natural
Easy.
20. Oh wait, is that
Yo, what?
27?
That's insane.
That's
That's
insane.
because he has advantage now, right?
Like
With
I
his
said,
cloak?
Never see me coming. Yeah, and they have
Oh.
disadvantage to see me.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Reggie, you blink for a moment, and you just don't see Elric anymore.
It just
It's okay.
kind of looks around with a bit of.
Crackuts is still there staring at you. Crackuts is looking right at you.
Reginald just
He's,
kind of
like,
looks
just
at
looking
Fat
occasionally.
Guts. Reginald's kind of looking at Fat Guts with just like mental process of just, what just happened, Frog?
Tell me your secrets.
Loud expression.
Yes. Fat Guts has 1 intelligence, I think. Yes. Small brain.
All right, Elric, you hear sounds on the main road, just of people. Oh, well, you're not sure they're people, but it sounds like horses, and some sort of like wagon, just like dragging along.
Huh. If I get closer, can I get a look at him any better?
Yeah, you can. You get a bit closer. Can I get you to roll perception for me, please?
Sure. Oh, that's not meant to be a bit. Oh, there you go.
With a 15.
15 anyway.
You hear this sort of like muffled voice. It's like, are you sure this will work? Well, it's got to work. Otherwise, everyone's gonna die.
Whoa.
All right. Well, I hope you're right. That's as much as the conversation as you gather.
Does it sound like you said it's like horses and a wagon? Does it sound like they're moving?
They are
In
moving.
motion,
Yeah.
Or they're just okay.
It's they're moving slower
any-
because of the fog. So this is why you're able to catch up to them.
Right. Gotcha.
And they definitely don't notice you at all.
But they're in the fog, so I can't really see them. I want to try and get quite close, which is a bit of a risk. I just want to try and identify who these people are.
Okay.
If there's anything engraved on the wagon or some mark or
All right.
insignia somewhere, something.
I'm going to roll with, I don't know, super disadvantage because it's foggy and.
Super.
Okay. I rolled super disadvantage and it was 17, 19, and a natural 20, and that's
Bruh.
insane.
Wow.
But they still don't get higher than a
Still.
27.
Depends on my perception.
It was yeah.
Still hard to beat.
Literally, they would have had to roll 3 natural 20s to be able to perceive you. Which I would be shocked.
It's pretty great.
Anyway, you get closer, and it looks like just an ordinary, well-worn sort of wagon, but it appears to be loaded with something with a blanket over it. You don't find any sort of markings or anything, and the 2 people, sort of like handling the horses, at the front, they appear to be humanoid shaped. It's kind of hard to see with the lack of light, plus the
Yeah.
fog, but they do appear to be humanoid shaped, and that's probably about as much as you can see.
Understood. One last thing. Very quietly, just moving along behind them, can I use the mage hand to silently lift the blanket in the back of the wagon?
Yeah. Okay. You do that, and they don't seem to notice you. You lift up the blanket, and you get a
What are you
sort of
trying
like a glimmer of like, what looks to be like metal or like shiny things.
Weapons?
You could guess that.
What is going on here? Okay. Oh, that is mysterious. I'm just not sure if I should do my next thing because it's like going to reckless territory, or if I should just leave.
It's up to you.
Nah, fuck it, may as well. I'll use disguise self to try and look like a a guard from Atlas Dam, like one of the investigators. Let's say a Dane the Desk guy. I know what he
Dang
looks
the
like.
desk.
Okay.
We're gonna
Let's take it
incriminate
back to
Dave the
one.
Desk guy.
Dane's
We're
one.
not incriminating, we're just posing.
All right. You disguise yourself as Dane the Desk Guy.
Yes.
And are
Very
you
good.
like heading in front of?
No, not just yet. And then I'll make. I'm not sure if I can do this in rapid succession, but I want to do minor illusion to make the sound of horse galloping, and then use my last spell slot to cast silent image to make it look like a horse that's just kind of chilling. But I'm gonna leave it back in the fog because it would look a bit awkward because it's not moving.
Okay.
But I'm just going to, call over the horse galloping and say, "Hold there, Atlas Dam guard. Routine inspection check."
Okay.
And this
I'll
sounds
allow
like
it.
horse
So
in
silent
quotes.
image
Okay.
specifically, if I recall correctly. Let's take
It's
a
not
look.
animated, I don't think. Is it? Let's see.
You create
Oh no, it is.
the image of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon that is no larger than a 15-foot cube. The image is purely visual.
Right. It has no
Accompanied by
sound,
sound.
smell, and you can't touch it, but it is. It looks real.
Okay, and minor illusion. Okay, yep. No, it's all within rules, so you can do that.
Yeah. Trying to make the sound with the minor illusion and then make the image.
Okay, the only issue is that
With the.
oh, so you're trying to make it so that you like hop off the horse because you can't like make a physical
Yeah.
horse.
Just.
Okay,
No, exactly.
That
Just trying
makes
to make
sense.
it look like I just showed up on a horse, but I didn't really. It's just a trick, Like,
Okay.
hello. Oh my
sure.
god, I'm on a horse. It's
Um,
me, your boy.
Routine
So,
inspection. So, hello, sir.
Good evening. Sorry, I know it's a bit late, but we've had an increase of smuggling along these roads. You mind if I ask what you boys are doing out here? What are you transporting?
Just some baked goods.
Basic goods, you say. What kind of basic goods, gentlemen?
Inside check.
Well, feel free to come along and take a look.
Very well.
Okay. Roll perception for me.
Sure. Am I looking in, like, their wagon stuff?
Yeah, just at the back. We can say
yeah.
we can put a
Just
little
give it a
Elric token down here.
Okay.
What'd you get? 14.
14 this time. It's a
Um,
more thorough look, I
they kind of let
Yes.
you, take a look at the back, and it's, just like a bunch of buckets that looks like it's got like wheat and rice, and, just like some loaves of bread.
Okay. And where's this headed?
Well, we're heading over to Noblecourt.
Okay. Okay. What checks out? I'll,
bro.
leave you to
Alright.
your journey. Stay safe in the fog.
Is there a problem?
No, like I said, just an increase of smugglers are in these parts. Just making sure not anything shady. But I'll leave you to it.
Of course not.
Good evening. Well,
Yeah. You can.
no worries.
What's your insight modifier?
Oh, literally 0. It's flat.
Okay. Unless you want to actively tell, you don't really gather anything else. So
Try inside if
you can try if you want.
yeah, it's not be real good. Yes.
10.
Yeah. Seems legit.
Yeah, they don't
At this
seem to
point,
be
I've taken up
fishy.
too much time already, so I will just head back to the group.
Okay, you head back to the group, and for the rest of the night, you swap with Trot, and you kind of explain to Reggie what happened and everything.
Just seemed like a normal wagon.
By the time
Present
it
done.
reaches morning, the fog seems to have dissipated, and everyone is waking up, and that's it. So you guys wake up. You gonna start making your way over to Noblecourt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
We're just gonna stand up, self off. Well, after everyone's had a bit.
Cut you out, Abby. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, after
What's
everyone's
all
had a
that
bit of
for?
breakfast. After everyone's had a bit of breakfast, get moving.
Okay.
My bad.
Okay, that's good. What are you identifying over there?
Nothing. I'm just closing all my tabs. They're all open, and I pushed the wrong button.
You know, apparently you can identify magical objects if you take a short rest with them, instead of using the identify spell.
Oh,
I didn't know that until recently.
I didn't know that either.
oh wait, was that a long rest?
Is that what a tuning does?
Sorry, was that Chris?
I mean, yeah, it was a long rest, right?
Yeah, that was a long rest.
I just thought,
Yeah, we slept overnight.
is it a tuning
Yep.
to it that identifies it? Is that how you
Okay.
figure it out?
You don't have to attune to it. You can just like spend the short rest.
Oh, you can just
with
figure it out.
Yeah,
That does seem weird.
yeah. It's a little weird.
Strange.
That's what the rules say, at least. But most people play it like you need the identify spell to figure it out.
That's what I always thought. I mean, I remember playing like
That's what I thought, too.
Neverwinter Night, and you had to like pay for somebody to identify it, or like Diablo. Like it's just a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Trot,
What's
were
the
you
point
saying
of
something?
the identify spell? If you could just...
Were you saying
Oh,
something?
me? No, I was just saying, was it a long rest?
Oh yeah, it was a long rest. So
Sick.
spell slots restored, HP
Thank gosh.
renewed.
Yo, nodders?
We are back.
My toe stub damage is removed.
The
Okay.
worst kind of damage.
Seriously though,
Because partially it's emotional damage.
it's emotional. It's
It's also
Second.
pride damage.
pride damage. Yeah,
Pride damage. I like that.
it's second only to like paper cut damage.
All right. So you make your way over to the main road.
Excuse me.
And you make your way closer and closer to Noblecourt. And you see off in the distance some plumes of black smoke rising from
Oh, no.
various places around the city walls.
Ooh,
You're kidding.
that's not good.
There's not been the slightest. We should go see what's going on.
Okay.
Also
no,
feel
what if
like-
that wagon was a bomb?
Well, what did they say? I kind of missed what they said on their way. They were going
Looks
to
like they were
Noblecourt?
just carrying basic supplies to Noblecourt with like buckets
Didn't they
of
mention
meat and
saving
rice.
the world?
Yeah, they mentioned
Yeah.
something about saving the world.
I think... I don't know, I have a theory, but
Uh-oh.
I'll wait.
Let's go check it out. Oh lord.
Yeah.
Eric would have told everyone like we saw, by the way, so it's
Yeah.
a big secret. So
Yeah, so
everyone knows.
you recall they were saying more specifically, is this going to
Plan
work?
has to work.
Otherwise, everyone's going to die if it doesn't.
Mm. Okay.
I think I'd like to discuss to everyone that there might be... The time thing might have a thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Like-
Yeah.
Yeah, this might be a time thing.
Oh.
Like, what if it's like the beastie
Oh,
come back out
no.
from the water or something to attack another city?
Yeah.
Or they, like, summoned
Dude.
another one.
Did we get
I'm so
transported?
stressed.
Did we just get transported to like the Great War or something?
Like in the past.
What I want to know is why pastries could stop everyone from dying.
I
Like,
mean,
did Rook-
bread
did
and
Rook
buckets
turn-
and...
Did future Rook turn into like a dragon and need to be appeased or something?
I mean, oh no,
King of pastries.
the pastry dragon, the one that hoards pastry and breathes a cloud of pastries.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Anyone who gets hit by the deadly
Oh, wow.
cone gets turned into
They're just
dough.
like
I just-
rock hard scones as the
Yeah.
as the breath
Oh,
weapon.
they're stale. Ouch.
And they're stale as
I'm
well.
just picturing Brian being like, write that down, write that down.
Okay, so you guys get
Well,
closer. It takes
let's
you
find
about
out.
an hour
Let's
or so.
hurry.
You get to the outskirts of Noblecourt, and this is where actually nobody's been to Noblecourt. So
No.
you get to the outskirts of it, and you see a whole bunch of small cottage houses, and like bits of farmland, and just like a small sort of like waist high, like a stone wall. But lots of it looks weathered out, and like moss growing over it, and
Really?
where you expect there to be at least a few people, it doesn't seem like anyone's here.
Oh god.
Can I get everyone to roll perception for me?
Something seems very wrong here.
So it seems very peaceful.
Oh.
Reggie is distracted.
Same.
When I say peaceful, it's not because of the music. It's also because of my dice roll. This is what I got, by the way.
Oh
Okay.
my god. Eric's the only one paying attention.
It was a
Um,
natural one.
Oh my god. Okay. Everyone, except for
Nice
Elric,
job.
you glance around and you're all caught in the strange thought process of why isn't there anyone here? This is so strange. But Elric, you are especially on edge, especially from that encounter that you experienced
Yeah.
last night.
Maybe should I have pushed harder? Oh god, I don't know.
You just hear off in the distance faint noises of screaming and sort of like almost like chanting, question mark? I don't know, you're not so sure. But as this happens, you hear another plume of smoke rise up in the air. There's like a burst of flame just up into the air, and this is probably loud enough for everyone to hear. Maybe not Trot. You were like cleaning out your ears or something.
Yeah, I'm just living life, you know.
But it's like this bright like red flare off in the distance.
Oh,
I'm so
It's
stressed.
a dragon.
We should get moving.
I guess
Okay.
so.
I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself because
Yeah, this is not looking great.
it's about to go down. Oh, I didn't pick new spells.
I think only just now Trot realizes that this smoke is like, oh, okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're in trouble here.
You guys get closer and closer, and you see, as you get closer, signs of battle. You see, like just the landscape. A couple houses have been tossed over, and Elric, you actually notice that the similar-looking sized wagon that you saw earlier today, just like broken to bits on the ground.
Anything else strange about it? Like there's no scorch marks from within or anything? It's just a broken wagon?
No, it's almost like as if a whole bunch of people just like piled on top of this and kind of like broke it from the force of the weight of everyone.
Like they were trying to run away and there were people in the cabin or the back.
If you want to take a
Like, you
closer
think it
look, you
clapped
can
away or
roll
something?
investigation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might
Yeah, I'll roll
I might use
investigation.
my inspiration. Never mind, no inspiration.
You have
yeah,
an inspiration
I have
for
inspiration.
this session. Rook, your
Previous-
inspiration has run out. From,
Okay,
'cause
I
we're out of
figured.
the spooky house.
I figured. Okay. Cross that off. Got it.
I'll just help you, Rook, if you're looking into it to give you advantage.
Okay, sounds good. I have a pretty good investigation.
Let's try and figure out what happened.
Advantage is good though. Do I get advantage?
Yeah.
Yes.
that's
'Cause he's
fine,
helping
sure,
me?
sure.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. 10.
10. You look around, you actually find in one of the buckets there appears to be a dagger at the bottom.
Oh.
Oh. Hey, look, guys, look! There's like a dagger down here.
I should have known better. Why did I handle the surface level?
Is it bloody?
No,
Is there anything odd about it? Anything noticeable about it?
it just looks like an ordinary dagger.
They were smuggling weapons into the city, but why?
Can we now hear the chanting?
Yeah,
Or whatever the people sounds are?
hold on. Oh, I'm on the wrong page.
Sorry, guys, I should have mentioned that I heard that. My bad.
Oh,
I was so
gee.
caught up in the moment.
Yeah. So you hear just like it's sort of okay. Sorry, you get the gist of it, right? It's like down with the wolves. We want food. Equal rights for everyone. We do all the hard work and you guys get all the food. It's just like
Nice.
those kinds of things.
Let's throw on with this lot. I'm right there with them.
No, maybe we should go riot with them. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I don't
that
think
sounds like a good time.
rioting this.
Seems to be some sort of civil conflict.
And then another
Yeah.
plume of smoke starts to rise.
You sure it's civil?
Right?
Nice.
Is there by chance any cloth lying around? Or like a long draping curtain or something?
You can try to find
You
one.
make a
I guess.
Molotov?
Roll perception.
Yeah. Okay.
Protesting is one thing, destruction and chaos is another.
Yeah.
17 in total.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, you find one. Looks like somebody like threw it on the ground.
Okay. Well, I'd grab it and like kind of like wrap it around myself, trying to like make sure some of my features aren't showing so I look more humanoid.
Okay.
Obviously the hat stays on.
They won't notice from your pig-like feet.
Or your feet,
Yeah.
or your face. Or...
I'm making a drape all the way down, so it's like
Try-
Big nose, maybe.
What are you
Yeah,
worried about?
I'm
man?
kind of wearing it more like a, you know, the full
like
body.
a toga?
Yeah, something full body. You know,
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Trying to hide
Why
my
are you-
features for now.
Why are you hiding yourself? You haven't any other problems in other towns? Is
Mm-hmm.
Noblecourt?
It's a whole thing. I don't think I'm too fond of this place, from what I've heard.
Oh. Well, maybe with this new uprising, things will get better.
I don't
know?
think this is right. Elric,
Elric is so
Things will
optimistic about it.
Elric,
This
you
can
being
only be a good thing.
Elric, you being excited about this is not good.
I don't know.
Go-
Change
if there's-
can be a
if
good
there's-
thing.
If there's a corrupt leader going in there, yes, not destroying things
Yes.
and potentially killing people.
So you're saying assassinate the leader?
No, I'm
Right.
saying citizens arrest.
I'm not sure I follow.
There is such thing as peaceful protest.
You can
There's
see.
peaceful
Yeah, it doesn't-
protest, but if the peaceful protest isn't working, then the citizens arrest. Not destroying buildings and killing people. This
Perhaps
isn't
we
good.
should.
We need to stop this.
Perhaps we should move in a bit closer just to figure out what's happening.
Yeah, we should definitely
Yes,
see what's
we
going on before we do
should.
anything. That I can agree with.
All right. So you very cautiously move forwards, and with the front gates in view, you can see just a line of guards just like up along the top wall. Just like you get the feeling that this probably spans across around the whole city wall. And the front gates are closed.
Are there
Like, the
any
front
like
into the
guards
city?
outside? Or are they like sealed?
On top of the walls, yeah, there are lots of guards
Oh, okay. Are they facing outward or inward?
facing outwards, just like making sure nobody like sneaks in or anything like that.
Okay. I kind of wave at the guards up top.
Oh.
Hi!
It's okay, we're outsiders. We've got nothing to do with this.
From where you are, you're probably not in like voice range, so if you want to, you can get closer.
Can I fly up to him?
Oh! No, just be careful, they might shoot you down.
That's gonna be a threat. That's
yeah.
gonna be specifically a threat.
I think at that point, like,
You can.
because if I see Rook about to fly, I'm
Yeah.
walking up. Yeah, I'm like, Rook, don't.
It's
I
a
mean,
very bad idea.
I don't have to get close to them. I can just fly directly up and then
Yeah,
wave.
they could still perceive it as a threat.
Okay,
They're on edge. They're jumpy.
that's true.
Reggie's going to walk up calmly, his hands visible, and just kind of looking up at them, like poorly making eye contact, so it doesn't look like he's just avoiding them.
Okay, so you're roughly how close would you say?
Within the point that he could feasibly have verbal communication with them.
Okay. As you walk closer, you see a number of the guards just like aim their crossbows towards you, and one of them.
He has his hands up in the typical like stereotype position.
Halt!
I'm holding. We were traveling here from Atlas Dam, and suddenly we see this uproar. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
Well, I don't know if you can see around you, but it seems like the peasants are waging war.
The peasants.
Yes, we can tell that. How long has this been going on?
Heck if I know. Started last night.
Ask the year. Ask the year.
Hush.
It's got goddamn
Have they
Damn.
have they stated why? What their demands are?
Reggie's so pissed at me.
They want food. We've given them food. Look, I don't make the rules here. I'm just following orders.
Are you allowing people in still, or are we here?
I would suggest probably taking a turn and going somewhere else for now.
And what if we're rather set on entering this city and not going somewhere else? We have business in here after all.
Well, you're going to have to present a pretty convincing argument if you wanted to get in.
A pretty convincing argument. What if we mentioned a greater threat that has already affected Atlas Dam and Flames Grace? That would be something large enough to make this small riot seem paltry in comparison.
Roll persuasion for me.
Throwing down that persuasion.
We could lie and say that we have
20.
expert knowledge in putting down.
Nice.
Oh, nice one.
Nice roll.
20. Okay.
Damn.
Kind of like gestures the other guards to lessen. Go on.
There is a much larger threat at foot. It tore down Atlas Dam's walls. It was causing corruption in Flames Grace to the point that it could even threaten the life of their leader. It is slowly spreading out, and it'll likely affect here too. In fact, it could even be the source of this uprising. No, we're here to investigate and to form.
And how do I know this isn't all a ruse just to get in?
I kind of poke Reggie with my official paperwork, but I don't say a word.
He takes,
Which official paperwork?
I thought I had, like, I don't know, like, unless it was taken away. It might have been taken away. at
You
some
had
point.
one to to go
It was
to
like official paperwork from
Flame's
Atlas
Grace.
Flame's Grace.
But if you do recall, you weren't given the order to head to Noblecourt for any reason.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Dang. Retract that.
Retract. Unpoke.
Unpoke.
I'm speaking on my honor as an artificer that used to work for the Royals of Grandport. I am speaking as someone who is concerned deeply about this world's affairs. I imagine that it wouldn't be too difficult to... what am I saying there? I imagine that word has spread somewhat of some sort of catastrophe occurring in Atlas Dam, considering how major of a city it is. And if not, then there might be more problems here than I at first thought, if you aren't privy to information that large.
You see them squint their eyes for a moment. And let me just... Okay. Alright. What is your name, Royal Artificer?
As I mentioned, former artificer, but not for any reason where I dishonored myself. My name is Sir Reginald Angelica Joffroy.
Alright. Only a nerd would learn somebody's name like that. He's real.
Toad's real, bro.
If I see any funny business...
I'm the one person here that you don't need to worry about having funny business.
Hey!
And I tend to keep the others quite in line, thank you.
Or
I shrink
always
down.
funny business from Rook and the Crooks. Never.
Okay. You see him... And the gate kind of opens. Just very slightly. And you can see on the ground there are about 5 to 6 guards just like waiting on the other side, just to make sure.
Reggie gestures the others forward and they leads the way in.
I'm gonna give a big beaming grin towards the guardsman.
It's like a deadpan, no funny business kind of looking face.
As they pass by one of the guards, Reggie just turns his head slightly. By the way, we had a bit of a situation that could have changed things drastically for us. What year is it?
I don't actually know what year we started in.
You can just say it's the same year, or it's a year after, or 10 years after, or whatever. Just
Can I roll a
Yeah,
D1000? Hold on.
Yeah, you can just do /roll 1d1000.
Okay.
Here we
You can do
go.
pretty much any
Naming
number you
the
want.
year.
even like that.
It's
Yeah.
year 20, 26, 72, 28.
It's the year 344, which is the
Hey,
same
that's a
year
good one.
as
Everybody
you
left.
left.
Ah,
Hey. Good.
I see
And just
they have months in this world, and I'm not asking you to make a calculator.
yeah, and
Sorry.
just for further reference, the date.
It seems to be the same date.
Ah, wonderful.
Good.
No, I'm done.
Thank you. And he nods and then just keeps walking past.
Just out of character, you guys got really lucky with the fact that none of the time has changed. I had to roll really high for that to happen, and it just happened. So
Oh.
fortunately, we
yikes.
haven't been transported to the future or the past.
I was really afraid of it because I saw when you described the smoke, I was like, did we get teleported? Like,
I know.
Yeah, the Great War is already happening.
clearly there's something
Think of all those
Political
overdue library books. Oh no.
Oh, no.
You guys ever heard of the butterfly effect? This is what it is.
Nah.
Mhm. This campaign is so cool, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
So you walk in, and just near the wall in particular, there seems to be like splatters of just like random eggs and other things. Just like of people throwing things over the walls, you presume.
Don't throw that. That's food.
Hey, we could use that for our bakery.
Scratch that, not eggs. Rotten eggs.
Oh,
Yeah, nice.
There you go, rotten
fermented
egg.
eggs though.
Dead rats
They're chucking dead rats. as
You'll
well.
notice as you're walking.
wrapping their poop in a bag.
Oh, foul, but nice.
Okay. Looking around, the walls, not the walls, the houses give off a different feel to those in Atlas Dam. There's a lot of white and sort of this royal bluish color scheme used throughout. The ground is made out of this sort of granite sort of pattern, and then like throughout the whole city, it seems to be most of it seems to be tiled. You get the sense that a lot of effort was put into making just everything here look really nice and pretty. And as you're walking along, you notice one of the guards just like tailing you. Not like at your backs, but just like watching over you. Just from a distance. And there's a lot of big houses. You go by a nice like fountain. And everything gives off this sense of, whoa, this place is like really, really fancy. So yeah, what would you guys like to do?
So pretty here.
Wait, so like even more grand than like Atlas Dam?
More
Like,
grand? You thought Atlas Dam could be grand? This is grander than Atlas Dam.
Cool.
How grand is this compared to home?
Compared to home is more so work with the people to make it look nice. Here,
This is just generally looks very nice.
it's more so like look nice for the sake of it, and just because you can. Why not, right?
So just for me, so we went in and then there was a wall, right? And there was a door that we just went through. So
we went through the front gate.
Front gate.
Which closed behind you guys.
Okay, and there were peasants outside of that or within it?
You didn't see anyone, but you heard distant voices.
Okay.
Maybe we should head towards.
Are you wondering like where all the like
Yeah,
rotten eggs and stuff were thrown? Was it like the back of the gate?
yeah, was it back of the gate or inside the gate? 'Cause
Yeah, so inside the city,
Oh.
just like thrown over the wall.
Oh, okay. Yep. Because I had the impression for some reason that there were 2 rings of walls,
No,
like Attack on Titan.
Mm.
But
the
yeah.
outer wall in quotations is like a stone, like shoddy, like
Yeah.
mossy wall.
Okay.
Nothing says oppression like a double wall.
Yeah. It's just yeah. Well, I guess we're just venturing in.
Okay, so
Can I stride up to our obviously tailing guard and just approach him, ask him a couple of questions, if he's willing?
you can try.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
So, good morning. Morning,
Nods
old
at
mate. How are we today?
You get a
Would you
good
mind,
look at.
when you in town.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, I was just saying, you get a good look at his face, and it looks like he hasn't slept all night.
I bet. All right. just say, when you're in town, as you know, just, I know you've had a long night, obviously, but can you tell us generally what's going on? They just suddenly attacked out of nowhere. And are they being allowed out of the city? Do they want to leave the city?
I'm not too sure about the specifics myself. Honestly, I just want to go to sleep. But if you must, the people are rioting and they're apparently demanding more food, which I thought was provided to them. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but look, just don't stir anything up and you won't get into any trouble.
Of course. I've never been in trouble in my life. I'm not upstanding citizen. But between you and me, I think you should get some rest. You know, they say that if you don't sleep for too long, it can start doing serious damage to your body, like quicker than you'd expect. Like, you know, I just like nod my head towards an alley. Just, you know, go in there, lie down, close your eyes, just for an hour, and you'll feel much better. Who's gonna know?
Good try, buddy.
Worth a shot, huh?
Go on, just...
How fast can you run?
Elric,
Just curious.
Elric,
All right.
do
I'm
I
gonna
need to
return
pull a
to my
Dane
friends.
on you?
No, no need for that. I'm just wondering how fit this good man is. I've got a teenage.
You see,
Right.
you see him pull out what appears to be like a sending stone,
Oh.
and he's like,
Oh,
kind of like whispers into it.
He's not being serious. He's nervous or overly excited. He's trying to lighten the mood.
All
I
right,
told you I
I
keep
I
them
want to
in
watch
check.
where he puts the sending stone.
puts it back in his front pocket on his vest.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind where that is. Okay, back to the group.
As any good rogue would do. Pay attention to where he puts away his things.
All right.
That thing looks important.
So I presume you guys are looking for our good friend.
Oh, there's multiple people that we need to find. I need to find the bug man.
Filter by.
And I also need to find the
Mothman.
pastry mage.
I'm trying to find Mothman.
Good friend
Yeah, Mothman.
Ellis Ashglade Cromwell Madeira Trina Fonmore III.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
I
With
have
Jane.
like in my
That was the
inventory
bug man?
bug book by, and then it's just
Uh,
blank because I couldn't remember his.
Yeah,
The bug-
with Jane, his protector.
With Jane.
The bug woman.
What's it?
The one-
What's their first name? Is it Elias?
Ellis. So
Ellis.
ELLAS.
Ellis and
Jane.
right? Yeah. Okay.
With a G. No, I'm just kidding.
Jane.
With an apostrophe as well.
Dane.
Okay. Now, last time, I don't think he told you where exactly his residence is. This is just off the top of my head, so if I'm wrong at all, like, somebody remind me.
Don't think he did.
We're just gonna turn to the guard. Just, he's still there, right?
Yeah.
Just
Following us
since
awkwardly.
you're going to follow us around, this is a bit of a side thing that we're looking for. Do you know the home of a Ellis III?
I do.
Would you mind showing us where that is then?
Sure. Okay.
Use the resources, even if they're lurking behind you.
He kind of, whenever we get to whatever, like, intersection or, like, area, he tells you, kind of, like, tells you which way to go. And I haven't drawn the city map for this yet, so it's kind of hard to, like, show you.
Fair.
But,
Oh, good.
you kind of head out to the, like, eastern side of the city, and it brings you to this like nice sort of like fenced off estate, and on the front of it is a little like emblem that looks like sort of a almost like a what kind of, I'm trying to remember. Oh well, whatever. Screw thinking of fancy animals. It's a bird. A bird
That's great.
in the shape of like a shield almost.
Okay.
I'm thinking of a shield with like Rook's face emblazoned on it.
Oh god. It's not Rook's face, it's a freaking cassowary.
I like to imagine
Scary.
I like to imagine it's Rook's winking face.
Oh no. And then she says the diva line.
Okay. It's a fairly large building. Not probably one of the smaller buildings actually located around here. Like, you've walked past a bunch of buildings. This one seems to be one of the smaller ones.
Mm-hmm.
But by regular means, this is still fairly large.
Is there like a guard or somebody who's like posted outside that would like welcome guests in, or because it's a gated community?
Looking in, you do see a person standing at the front door, but it's like they're not standing at the gates or anything.
Rich will calmly go up and knock on the gate loudly with his like metal hand, metal against metal.
Loudly and calmly.
All right, you
Yes.
hear dink, dink, dink. And you see this person just like sort of gracefully make their way over to the front gate, and they're like, "Hello there."
Hello. We're hoping to speak to Ellis. If you I'm not Dumbledore, thank
Somebody
you.
needs to make that into a meme.
I'm not Dumbledore, thank you. We're hoping to speak to Ellis the Third about a very important matter. We met him before. If you need something to refer to us by, you can say the metal man that assisted him in finding the Wallowdale moth.
And do you have an appointment?
No, but it is rather urgent. So if you could inform him of what I just told you, we'll see from there what he says.
Very well. You can see, turns around, walks back in, and as he walks in, another person like takes his spot at the front door.
This place is dreadful.
But after a couple of minutes, you bursting through the doors is, oh yes, hello. It kind of like stumbles a little bit, almost trips over. Hello there. Hi.
Hello.
Yes. What brings you here? I mean, I did tell you to come visit me, but I didn't expect so soon.
I wish that I could say that it was for a personal visit, but this is actually something rather important.
Oh dear.
Yes, very important.
What seems to be the matter?
The leader of... Yes.
Jane, could you open the gate, please? Just like lagging
happen
behind Alice a little bit is that familiar, silent Jane. And she kind of like takes the keys, unlocks the gate.
Yeah, like how the guards probably like we had to turn them away, god damn it. And then he tells Ellis, and Ellis just runs, and the guard's like, what the fuck?
The one that was standing at the front door before was just like shaking their head, just like with their hand on their forehead.
Yeah, get wrecked, buddy.
Anyway,
We don't need an appointment when we're special.
Well, would you like some tea? We got some food.
Oh, I would love
They
some.
they might
Oh.
they might benefit from it. Yes.
Yeah, it's been a while. Technically, I'm 5 hours older than all of you guys.
You were younger than me to start
Oh, it looks
by
like.
decades, so 5 hours ain't gonna help you here.
Would you like your guard to follow us in?
No.
No, he could.
Oh no.
He.
no,
I
I'll
imagine.
definitely close the door on him.
I imagine he'll wait outside for us, but he's keeping an eye on us, so I don't think he'd mind staying outside.
Sir, would you like to come in? Can provide you with some maybe some afternoon tea. Oh no.
Eric's like
No.
shaking his hands, like rapidly starts. No.
It is all right. He can stay outside. This is important business, and it's a matter of his privacy.
That's okay. And he kind of like takes a spot, like outside the gates.
Oh, this guy's the worst.
Fraser kind of nods at him politely before stepping into the home if the door's open for him. Like, if they're allowed in.
The butlers keep the door open for you lot, and glancing around, there appears to be a bunch of like random research papers just like scattered around. But he goes, "Don't mind the mess. Jane, could you clean that up for me?"
It's so nice.
It's all
It looks
right.
so cozy.
I know what a busy workspace looks like. My worse than this when I was designing Henry.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, noble life just isn't for me, really. Okay. Let's head over here. I do have one clean room that I like to do things in. Not really. And
Perfectly put.
opens a large set of doors, and you're brought into this like little like lounging area room. There's like a fireplace in the back, and there's a few books just lined around. Everything in here seems relatively clean compared to what you saw in the previous rooms. But yeah, a lot of it seems to be like dusted away a little bit. Well, take a
I'll
seat.
take a seat.
Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. You mentioned that there was a predicament of some sort.
Yes, one that could be rather time sensitive, and we aren't entirely certain how time sensitive. The leader of Atlas Dam's religious sect, I did a bit of research into a condition that's ailing him, and I believe he has been poisoned.
Poisoned.
Yes. I'm not entirely certain which one, but I know that it is one of a large variety of them that can be cured by a treatment with the venom of a true gust viper.
Right. Jane, fetch me the section on the what was it called again? This is just Brian messing up here, not Ellis. The Riverlands. The Riverlands. Yes, that's what it's called. Had a mind blank for a second there.
Happens to the best of us.
Okay, while that's happening, would you like anything to eat?
Yes.
Yes, I love it. Do you have any
What do you
pastries
got
like
in
that
those
last time?
fancy
They were like
pantries
these
of yours?
delicious cream puffs. They were so good.
You guys like voice your desires, and Ellis sort of gestures for one of the butlers to go and fetch some food. Moments later, they come back with all of the pastries that you desire. as well as Jane with a book. And he kind of like flips through it. True Gust Viper. We had a run-in with one of those. But it was rumored that it is a key ingredient in helping with a bunch of these poisons.
Yes,
Yes.
some of them, it has a time limit of a month or two and 5 years. So far, he's been like this for a little over a month now, so it could be any moment, which is why we're in such a hurry.
Depending on what kind of poison.
Unfortunately, we don't know what kind it is.
That's unfortunate. Well, you came to the right spot, and you're correct in looking for the True Gust Viper. I don't have any more,
Venom?
what is it called? Like a sample? I don't have any more samples, unfortunately. There was another person that came through here about a month or two ago and commissioned me for some antidote. So I used the rest of it over a little while ago. But good news is, if you do want to venture that far, it's a little bit away. I do remember the location where I did find the Viper. The one that I extracted the venom from, at least.
That would be very helpful. I don't know if any of us are particularly skilled in extracting venom, though.
Well,
I mean,
the key is, if I recall correctly, here it is. It's much easier to extract the venom while it is sleeping. So, if you have any means of causing it to sleep, I myself used a sort of aroma to put it to sleep.
Is there any way you could help us get this venom? It's time sensitive, and we aren't skilled in this as much as you.
Well, I would, but the deal is that everyone around here is sort of, well, the moment I set foot in Noblecourt, after I left you, everything seemed to rise in tension. I mean, the food supplies from overseas suddenly stopped, and now all the food that we're making in the city is internally created, and we're sort of running low a bit on supplies.
There's not enough to go around.
I would say so.
Seems to be causing some distress outside.
Oh, is it? I haven't heard of anything of the sort. What's going on?
Yep. Haven't heard
Seems
the
to be quite a bit of
chanting
rioting.
Yeah. You absorbed in your research, I guess.
He seems
Didn't
genuinely concerned, like, this is like new news to him. Jane? Did you hear any rioting? And it's like weird because you guys swear you heard some rioting outside. But now you listen a little closer. There doesn't appear to be any noise or anything. Or at least none of the rioting kind.
That's strange.
huh.
You think they stopped for the day?
I imagine
Something's
I imagine this is a very well insulated home, my friend.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed.
Perhaps we take a few steps outside.
Okay, yeah. Sure. By the way, Litrix made those pastries.
I knew it! Elric, I knew it!
Good.
They're a favorite of mine when I'm working on my stuff.
They're so good! You have such good taste!
It's alright. It's so many. Yeah. Stuff in my face.
Okay, you guys head outside for a little while. And you listen in, and it's the same sort of eerie silence. Absence of rioting noises.
There was rioting right before we arrived at your.
And you look up in the sky, expecting there to be like plumes of smoke, but there is none in the sky.
Bro, what is happening?
Was the soldier that we left outside still there?
They're still there.
Oh.
Something weird's going on.
Thinking back, was there still plumes of smoke when we arrived at this house?
All the way through the city, based on everyone's passive perception, you didn't really notice it. But now that you're aware, maybe there weren't any plumes of smoke right after you entered the city.
Is going on?
Do you think, Reggie, do you think it was like an illusion? Like we step inside the city and then it's just like gone, but...
There's two possibilities here. One, there's three actually. One, we were mistaken upon entering the city as some overlapping side effects of our passage into the other dimensional planes in regards to time travel. Two, the rioting has been settled somehow and a very quick cleanup by some sort of mage or other effect. Or, in order to keep up appearances, there are strong enchantments around this sector to avoid that being seen.
Oh, that third thing.
I
makes no
think
sense.
I like the third one. That sounds more mysterious.
The first one, the guards are still acting weirded out and sketchy and following us. So there must be something going on. And there's no way you could wrap up a riot of that size and that scale that quickly, just like snapping your fingers. So the third one, I think, makes the most sense.
Perhaps we should investigate the lesser ranking areas.
The slums.
Some refer to it as that.
We could go on an investigation. We can get to the bottom of this.
We need to
Be
delete the
true
slums.
investigators. Crime fighters.
Reggie's going to turn to Ellis. Any information you could put together about the True Ghost Viper and how to go about collecting venom, where we could find it, the various ways to go about it, anything you could put together before we leave would be wonderful help, my friend.
Of course. If you don't mind, I would have to commission you, get you to pay me if you wanted a full report, but I could give you a brief summary for free.
What would be the commission price for a full report?
Roughly 5 gold pieces. I'll give you a discount, 3 gold for the whole thing.
Reggie nods and his hand is over 3 gold.
Oh, I would have chipped in.
All right.
Thanks.
Jane?
Look, turns to Elric. If you wanted to chip in 1 gold, it would be out of character. It would make me happy because then I'd be at a solid 60 instead of 59.
Yeah, take it. I gave you a gold.
Thank you.
Jane, get the writing implements. We're going to be scribing some things.
Wait, before you go. You guys can, wait out here. I just want to get my book signed, okay? Okay, and I, hustle inside the door.
Can I insight check that? See if she...
I would also like to insight check that.
Yeah.
No, not with your truth ring.
Yeah, I would insight check that to see if she's lying. Does that have advantage
Elric
then?
wants to join in.
Go for it.
God.
Well, you know what?
You know,
What are you up
Where did it
to?
go?
just because we're such
got
good
your
buddies, I'm gonna insight roll as well.
I've got your back, Rook. Don't worry.
Roll persuasion or
Trust me.
deception, whichever one it is.
She rolled
Jody
a 4.
did.
I
was
rolled
bad.
4 deception.
Okay. What do they discern?
I mean, it's a partial truth, but well, they discern that that's not the real reason I'm going in there.
If
Hmm?
she happens to ruin our friendship with this individual, I'll be quite upset. But
Fill me in, dude.
I
I've
imagine
got your
that
back.
Jane can keep her mostly under control, so I'm not too concerned.
Okay, you guys
Actually-
all can tell that Rook isn't exactly telling the truth here, as
Sorry,
she
smiles.
scuttles inside.
Harry just kind of shakes his head, just, it's not my role to parent her anyways, and just kind of turns to wait by the gate.
Okay. LS is going to head back in.
Hey,
Can I ask Ella
I'm
before he leaves?
Oh, go
Sorry,
ahead.
sorry. You go, Rook. No, you go. I insist.
okay.
Okay.
I'm kind of around the corner, like away from the windows. Like, I don't want anyone to see. I'm like, hey, Alice, you're like super into bugs and stuff, right? Like, that's like your thing, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the egg!
And kind of like gestures to like all the like bug stuff, just like
Okay.
populating everything.
So I pull out his book, and I'm like, so I found this at the Atlaston Library, and like, I was looking through it, and you kind of mentioned some stuff about like, what do they call flame wasps? Flame
Spire wasps?
spire wasps? Yeah. So I was really interested in that because, and I pull out the egg that's wrapped in like the cold cloth. I have one.
Oh, goodness. Oh, that is that is very dangerous, and I hope that doesn't hatch right now.
I mean, if it hatched, it wouldn't be a big deal. We would just, squish it if it was mean. But I don't want to squish it. I want to be like, I want to tame it like a beast master of lore.
Okay. Well. Is it still alive?
Oh, well, your book, because you're the expert, said that it had to be like cold because they usually don't survive, right? So I cast some cold magic on this cloth and I wrapped it in cold, and it's only been like a couple days, so I'm hoping it's still alive. Do you want to investigate it?
He kind of like nervously walks towards the egg, adjusts his glasses a little. Okay. I can sense that it's still alive at the very least.
All right.
I'm such a good tamer. I did it.
It's not even alive yet, really.
Okay, just because I'm not exactly an expert on flamespire wasps, I do know that they're very territorial, so just in case it hatches and attacks you, just be wary of it. Okay.
Like, wouldn't it hatch and be like, hey, yo, you're my mom, and then be territorial of like me? Like it would want to protect me?
Not exactly. If it doesn't recognize you as its queen, it's most likely going to, turn hostile.
Oh.
But
Okay.
I'm not saying it's impossible.
I mean, did they work off of pheromones and stuff? Like, is there a way I can smell like a queen?
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get close enough to be able to discern the specifics.
Well, Well, I'm not really sure what to do with it then. Do you want it?
Heavens, no.
Alright.
You can keep it.
Okay. How do I take care of it once it hatches?
Well, if I do recall, they do eat various things. Mainly smaller animals.
Okay. That's doable. Do you know about how long it would roughly take to hatch?
I'm not so sure, but if it seems that it does grow in size until the point of hatching. So this one looks like a relatively smaller egg, if my memory serves me correctly. So
Mhm.
you'll know when it will hatch when it gets bigger and bigger.
Wait, how big?
Well, about this size, and you kind of like, if you remember those eggs that you squished, roughly that size.
They're kind of like a couple feet long, right?
Yeah, just like probably about 2/3 of Rook tall.
How are you gonna carry that around?
I know.
Oh lord.
I was strapped to my back.
Oh shit.
Just roll it.
This is the first time Rook is
This is
actually a
hilarious.
little concerned. Okay. I mean, okay. First things first, you're a great bug expert.
That
Absolutely
I am,
obvious. You are #1 in your field.
of course.
You sure you don't want to take care of it?
I'm sure. You can see he gives you sort of like a
Ain't
nervous
having
like grin.
Okay, alright. Well, I guess I'll just take care of it, and then I guess I'll find out when it hatches. I mean, it's gonna be so obvious, though. They're gonna, like, know that I have one.
Yes? Is that a problem?
Well, I want it to hatch and be like my bud, and then I want to be like, look, guys, I'm like the coolest person ever, and then they would respect me.
I mean, I guess under ordinary circumstances the egg does grow, but if you're sort of maintaining it at a sort of smaller housing area, theoretically, I'm not saying this is for certain, theoretically maybe it won't grow so big?
It would be like a mini one?
Perhaps?
Like a tiny one?
Maybe?
Okay. So I have to keep it in like an enclosed space that's kind of smaller, so that it doesn't grow beyond a certain point. Sort of like a goldfish in a bowl.
Perhaps.
Okay.
And this whole time he's kind of like squinting his eyes, almost as if like, yeah, maybe not.
Alright, this has been super helpful, and, would you sign my book?
Of course.
Oh, awesome!
It's a library book.
I know!
It's Rook's book now.
Tell me, is my
It's signed. That's
my
how it
book
works.
selling well over there in Atlas Dam?
As far as I know, they should be. I mean, I don't know.
That's good news. And he kind of signs the front.
Awesome! That's a cool signature.
That's
Oh
great.
my god. Okay, I
Nice
love
one.
that.
Gonna return
That
to
just
the
increases
library.
the
Like,
value.
look, what is this writing on this book?
Hey,
Yeah,
it's from the
a
author.
It's good stuff.
From
Yeah.
the author, okay?
I like there's gonna be an initial
Cool.
moment of why did you write on the book, and then the author. Really?
And then Rook will be
Hey.
like, excuse me, where's my extra money? This has more value now that I'm returning it. Signed. The hustle.
Yeah, that should go down well.
Anyway,
Nice.
so I put the book in my bag, and then I wrap the egg back up and I put it in my bag.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Ellis, you've been super helpful.
Of course.
And I guess we'll see you soon about the whole Viper thing.
Sure thing. Well, you guys assisted me after all. That's the least that I could do.
Can I give you money to, like, research the wasp, too?
That I could.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's a great idea. Yeah, and you
Feel
can
free,
tell me,
I'm
like,
definitely
what it
not
eats and how long
taking
it'll
in
take to
a
grow,
man-eating
and, like,
wasp.
how big it'll get, and if we're able to, like, hide it in a box, and, like... She pulls out 3 gold and gives it to the bro.
I might have to charge
Assuming
you
that the same
a
rate
bit
applies.
more than 3.
Oh, okay. 5?
Probably about 20 gold.
What? What?
Brutal.
This is a very dangerous creature, and if I happen to perish as a result, that's not going to be very good.
Wait, so your research would take you all the way back to the wasps?
Of course not. I'm going to house it here. Is that not what you wanted?
Oh. Like you would hatch it for me.
I thought that's what you were implying.
I thought she was just asking for like research information.
I was just asking for
Oh.
research info,
Well,
but like
if you're
I
looking
like
for
this idea
research,
so much better.
all of
I mean,
the
who better to
all of the
hatch it
research
than
that I
the expert?
did do is in this book, actually. And it takes
Okay.
you to the page that you already read through.
Okay. I will give you 20 gold. I pull out 20 gold
Okay.
and I pull back out the egg. And I hand it to him. Now, I completely understand. If in the defense of your life or the life of others, you have my permission to squish it. I will be sad, but I like you more.
Okay. I was going to
Now.
do that anyway if it did attack me.
If it does get squished, do I get something back?
The hustle.
I'll write a report
The
on
endless
it.
hustle.
Okay, alright. I hand over the 20 gold.
All right.
Alright, you are the coolest bug expert I've ever met. And I'll see you later. Bye!
All right.
Oh, and your pastries are super good. And I pick up a cookie off the tray and leave.
They are
Nice.
indeed. He picks up 2 cookies and eats them.
Okay, guys, I got my book signed. I'm ready to go.
Great job, Rook. Well done indeed.
Okay, question. How much longer do you guys want to go for?
I'm
I've got a little while, but I'm down to whatever everyone else wants to.
I could go for maybe another 15 minutes, till the 30 mark.
Sure.
And then just to
Yeah,
kind of
that's
it's kind of I showed up a little late, so.
Let's do that. So,
Okay.
you head out. And
That's good. I get a chance to get my inspiration. I know just how I'm going to do it too.
as,
Oh.
as you leave, the guard sort of follows behind you again.
Before we leave, the guard is who I want to interact with. So real quick,
Right.
I just want to approach him, smiling, and say, "I'm sorry, mate. We got off on the wrong foot." And left shoulder clasping on the shoulder, left hand clasping him on his shoulder, and my right hand is sort of patting him on the chest, affectionately. But I'm actually trying to reach in his pocket and take the sending stone.
Okay.
I'll say, "Name's Elric. What's your name? I never actually called you a name, my friend."
Okay, first of all, roll a sleight of hand for me.
With my
Yes.
Rogues, am I right?
advantage from inspiration.
Come on.
18. Well,
Oh my gosh.
could be worse.
Okay.
You have inspiration, remember that.
I
Wait,
used
did you
it,
use
that's what
it?
that was for.
Oh, you used
Yeah,
it. Okay.
that's my inspiration.
Okay, you very, very sneakily yoink the sending stone from
Excellent.
his pocket, and it doesn't appear like they noticed at all.
Very good. So I'll slightly pocket that and I'm still smiling at him. I'll take my right hand off the chest, obviously, and stick my left hand on his shoulder, and I'm just yeah, what's your name?
I imagine you're doing this, I don't know how you do this without noticing.
You could do perception to see if you notice me pocketing it.
Keep getting away with this.
Yes, I would like to. Brian, could you click it for me? I went downstairs because my mother
Oh,
reminded me
sure.
that I have a package.
Reggie, perception.
What did
What
I
do we
get?
get? 8. Oh, this is as Arwen,
Aw.
but you don't notice either.
Gotcha. Okay.
But the guy tells you, call me Ron. Rook,
Ron.
and kind of like takes your arm off his shoulder and just like, we're not that close though.
Fair enough. All right. Just my apologies for my earlier rudeness.
Sure.
Your city, after all. All right, let's head on. You direct us to the poorer district of town. That's
The
where our
poorer
investigation-
district.
Yeah.
The peasant area.
The working class
peasant area.
area.
Yeah,
Working
the subpar area, you know.
How distasteful.
The slums. The peasantry.
Kind of gives you a weird look.
Yeah, Reggie also is giving you a look of just disappointment. Absolutely disappointment.
I mean, it's the opposite of what I actually think. I'm just trying to, suck up to this dude.
If you mean the outskirts of Noblecourt, then
They mean where the people who are rioting.
Yes, to be direct.
well, everyone who is rioting, they are outside the walls of Noblecourt.
Oh, didn't we hear the chanting from within the walls?
Not necessarily within the walls, but you just didn't
Were they on like the other side?
see
We just didn't see
anyone.
them?
Probably not near the front gate at all.
Okay.
So just
Maybe
out
we
of
should explore
character,
on the outskirts.
you guys heard chanting from your perspective on the other side of the walls, but maybe it was like surrounding just like on the opposite side of where you guys came from. So
Right.
not necessarily inside the walls of Noblecourt, but like, do you get what I'm trying to paint
Yeah,
here?
like look,
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. No, I hear you.
Okay.
I gotcha.
Righto.
The inside is really nice, it seems. Should we try going around the outskirts of town then?
You could try. Yeah. So you
Ron, are we allowed to leave the gates as the way we came in? Is that like that's fine, right?
suspect that if you wanted to try to get back in, it'll probably be a bit harder.
I see.
A second time at least.
Okay. How about we patrol like the inner walls from this side, and Rook can maybe like peek over, with
oh
everyone?
yeah,
That could be effective.
nighttime
try
Mission
and get what's
Impossible,
going on with
sneak a peek.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
So what are we trying? We're heading over to closer to the walls.
Yeah, and then, like, patrol
yeah.
the inside of the wall,
Okay.
just listening for more of that, chanting, whatever we heard earlier.
Roll
Source of the
perception,
rioting.
everyone.
Perception.
And I have next, I can roll it for myself.
Oh yeah, Reggie, you want to roll perception? I will do that for you.
Boy,
Yeah, I did it.
Oh, you did it. Okay,
I'm back.
that's fine.
I got a nat 20.
I ordered this
You
like
did?
nat
Well
20.
done.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Yeah. And I'm the one that's flying too, so I
That's
guess
that.
that makes sense.
Aerial advantage, yeah.
Okay, so Rook, what are you doing exactly? Are you like flying
Well,
up as soon as we get there, or
I
are
mean,
we just like following
We were
along?
kind of going over there, and I was gonna just kind of like, I don't know, sneak a peek over the top of the wall. I don't know if you can do that inconspicuously, but
Okay.
Probably not, but that's okay.
Okay, so we head over, and you notice that on top of a couple of the like roofs and stuff, there's like more rotten eggs just like thrown about, and you can see one of the guards just like going around, just like trying to clean everything up.
Trying be the keyword.
I see. So they are all on the outside throwing things.
But you guys,
Wealthy interior seems to be.
Rook, as you fly up from where you are, there's like transition point, and right above the city walls, in terms of altitude, you notice that those plumes of smoke appear again, and you hear the chanting again. And like you test this, and you fly up and down, up and down. Within the city walls, there doesn't appear to be any sound or any plumes or anything. But as soon as you move past that threshold, those things start happening again.
Shaping perceptions. Talk about 1984. Okay.
Yeah.
Plop back down to Earth.
We live. Oh my gosh. We live in a dystopia.
I know. We do. Okay, I come back down. I'm like,
Noblecourt lives in dystopia.
Yeah.
yeah, they do. They live the dystopic.
Remember-
They think they're in charge.
Remember, guys, no thought crimes.
No
No
thought
thought
crimes,
crimes. Oh god.
yeah. Okay.
We need to.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna be like French Revolution session. Hell yeah.
What was it?
Difficulty.
Ignorance is strength.
Ignorance is strength. War is peace.
Is that what they say in 1984?
Yeah, war is
Yeah.
peace. Ignorance is strength. There's a third one that I forgot.
There is a third one.
There is
Oh,
no
it's
war in Bossing
slavery.
Say.
Yeah, freedom
Oh,
is slavery.
Slavery.
Yeah.
Wow, that's not great.
If none of you guys have read that book, it's a
I've-
flipping
I
trip.
have. I have it on my shelf. I just haven't read it yet.
It's we had to read it for my high school assignment. So
There you go.
It was
I know a lot
really-
of people who have read it for high school.
yeah, it's very interesting.
We didn't have
It's
1984. We had Lord of the Flies.
All right.
Oh, that's another one that I want to read, actually.
It was actually
Yeah.
really strange for us because one half read 1984, the other half read actually never mind. I'm remembering wrong.
Oh yeah. Wait. By the way, I forgot to introduce you guys to these things.
Yeah.
Boop.
Yeah,
Check it out.
I saw.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
I saw the new things there, and I was like,
Learn more. Look at this.
Yeah, I made like
Oh,
little
no.
pages.
Well done, bro.
How did you do this?
This is so cool.
That's sick, yeah.
And if I recall correctly, you should be able to like add stuff here and edit them, I think.
I can.
Yeah.
certain
Like
ones.
adults and stuff?
That's kind of yeah.
There's certain ones you haven't put information in. I see.
Yeah, because I
Like
still
Grandport,
need
you
it.
haven't. Yeah, Grandport, you haven't put it in. I was like, let's go look at home. Oh wait.
Oh, look at
Not
these.
yet.
Yeah.
I love that you got like pictures to like set the scene of each
Mhm.
one. That's great.
This is cool.
Yeah, the
Flames
other one I
Grace.
did was Flames Grace as well.
And then the Alice Down Sewers.
Nice job.
Yeah,
Really cool.
Great.
it just
Well,
takes a
okay.
little while to get all that stuff in. So,
Yeah.
How long did it take you to do this?
well, the only reason why I have those two in is because I do have the mood boards and the description. So everywhere else I don't
Yeah.
have descriptions yet, or like mood boards
It's-
or anything.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Very impressive one.
When we get there, it'll be time to reveal it.
Anyway, sorry, what were we doing?
That's okay. We just like Rook was just discovering that there is indeed some kind
We
Yeah.
dis-
of
we
Some
discovered
kind of-
covering up.
Some weird kind of there is no war in Bossing Say
we
situation.
Yes, there's
Is
no
there-
more boxing say.
we discovered that
Exactly.
we're not in. We discovered that we're not in Noblecourt. We're in Ink Sock,
Yep. Oceania.
Oceania.
Okay.
We're at war with East Asia.
As
Or
you
Yeah.
fly
Central
down
Asia.
to
Actually, who knows?
Doesn't matter. We're at war.
If Big Brother says so, we do so. You know.
I'm so glad you've read this. Nobody I know has read this. Okay, anyway.
you guys like
Such a sidetrack.
meet up again. And as you Rook, are you telling the party what's happening?
Oh, I return to the party. I land on the ground. And I'm like, guys, there's no war in Boxing Day. There's like, there's like a layer. Like there's like a bubble, and like I almost don't want to say this in front of the guard, but the guard probably knows. Like
Quietly. He's not running
you know,
out of
like,
this, so you
you leave the area, and then all of a sudden there's flames, and there's screaming and chanting, and then you go back down, Not a peep. It's quiet. And then back up, there's war.
Creepy.
Back down is
Your third
peace.
theory was correct, Reginald.
Evidently it was. I was hoping it wasn't.
Yeah, people are they're kind of pissed out there. They don't sound very happy.
Greatly concerning. What are we going to do?
I'm not sure.
We need to investigate. Find the source.
Maybe we should go speak with... Yeah, maybe we should go speak with the rioters and see what their concerns are.
I mean, we
Maybe
would have to
that's-
leave the city.
Yes. Maybe
There is that.
maybe try and speak to those in charge
Maybe.
here. See what their thoughts are on the matter.
We'll get
After all,
like
we have
that's
other
like the
Talk to the
reasons for
people at the
speaking.
bottom.
We have other reasons for speaking to them as well. This would just be another reason.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we'll just like casually ask them, like, "Hey, what's with the people outside? Why are they mad?" And then we'll like go out there and be like, "Yo, guys, I totally believe in your cause. Why are you fighting?" Like, and just kind of like get info.
Play it from both ends.
Yeah.
Could do.
I will say, I don't believe, no matter how egregiously horrid a ruling system might be, I don't believe it's right to murder or destroy things.
I mean,
Murder
do
is
we
very
know they've
specific
murdered?
things, though.
No, but if they're rioting as violently as they are outside, there's a good chance they intend to. And that is not something I'll allow to happen.
Hmm.
I
You
mean,
do
we'll
not
just
know
have-
what goes. You do not know what goes on behind those walls, and even if they are a bit too pompous in regards to that, they still are people.
I mean, I never said they weren't.
No, but a few of you seemed quite keen on this riot, and that is not
Yeah,
something I will
even
stand
the
for.
Lord.
No, I don't think
I-
that is a good. I don't think that is a good idea. Rising up and
I
pushing
value
your
your
way
friendship
to
more than
arrest
random.
them.
Well, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know enough to act, and as I said, I value your friendship more than some random people. So don't worry, I won't do anything to jeopardize that. But
I appreciate that. I spent quite
we
a bit
should
of
find out
time
more about
working
it.
directly with a royal family, after all. I know.
Sure enough. I've spent most of my life with the people on the other side of the wall. I empathize for them.
And just the same, I can
But-
empathize with the terror that they might be dealing with in there, knowing what's going on outside.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe there's a solution where everyone wins. We should try and find that one.
Maybe.
Because it sounds
and
like they
if-
had food up until recently, so maybe that can
Yes.
be restored.
And even if it does end more favorably to those on the outside, so long as no harm comes to anyone, I can be appeased with that concept.
Okay, that's more than reasonable. Bloodshed isn't necessary for change, not always.
Well, should we set up like a
Sorry.
command center at like an inn or something?
Sounds good. I wonder if Nina's still running though, given the current situation.
Well, current situation doesn't seem to be affecting it here, so
Sure enough. Sure enough. Then I think
Alright.
Rook has the right of it. Let's try and find a nice place to settle down for a bit.
Command.
With
Go from
that, I'm just gonna end the session there. So
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
you guys head over to probably the nearest inn that you can find. But we will start next session speaking to an innkeeper, I guess.
Yeah.
something more
This was a-
peaceful, something less chaotic.
I feel like we covered a lot of ground in
That
this
was
one.
so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That
Yeah.
was.
All right, I'm gonna end the recording. Bye, recording.
Farewell,
Bye,
Rook.
recording. Bye, Taylor. See you later.